Yo, I say yo. Let's get it. Smash the like button as you come in the building. Punch the like button as you come in the building. Karate kick the like button as you come in the building. Let everybody know that Knockout Boxing 86 TV is live, man. Last night of round one. Let's see as we get ready to set the bracket who gonna make it to the second round. Our first debate starts at 7:45. I got some time to cook first. And I gotta talk about Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, man. If you competing tonight, make sure you're on time. I see my brother A1 already in here. Somebody find Boxiana, tell her she up first. Yes, sir. Run them lights up. I gotta get Eric and Bowden and Silverado Low right. They've been rocking for a while. I've been seeing y'all always come through showing support. So let me get y'all right and welcome y'all to the gang. Do not block anybody for their opinion. We ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? Do not block nobody for their opinion. As long as they being respectful, all opinions welcome over here, bro. All opinions welcome over here. Don't think you caught on to my strategy yet, says True Speaks. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. All right, bro. Check it. You know what I mean? Check it, bro. Let me get DJ G5 Gabe up in this thing, and then we gonna roll through the roll call, and then we're gonna cook for a little bit before these debates get cracking. Where my bro at? There you go. DJ G5 Gabe, drop that beat on their head, man.
KO debates here. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
All right, salute to everybody in the building. Let me get this camera on and get this roll call going so we can get this shit cracking. Shout out Ray Patterson, Nitty G, William Old School, Byron Bradley, Georgia Peach, Denise in the building. Byron, I said what's up to you. Who else we got? We got Edgar Chavez always showing love. Razor 531. Art Beasy, what's cracking with you? Starvinsky, Motley in the building. Terrence Chavez in the building. El Padrino, DJ7 for life, what's cracking? Todd Swindle in the building. Johnny Q. Thomas, you always welcome to debate, bro. Whenever you ready, let me know. Shout out D-Man Jr., Kevin Abinsets, what's good with you? My brother DP, are you with me? What up, DP Rocker? C-Money Bed-Stuy, Gertz, the Bossy Conversations, my beautiful wife, Miss KO in the building. What's up with it, baby? Brian Branch, what's popping with you? We got Cash Crypto. A1 who's on, say he on demon time. True Speaks, what's good with you, homie? We got True Speaks in the building. We got Rahoman, Garen Davis, or Jaron Davis. Sorry if I said it wrong the first or second time, but salute to you. Ollie Gifted, King Davis, what up with it? Coach Joe, what's happening with you? Who else we got in this thing, bro? Bonton South D-Town, what up? Silverado Low, what's cracking with you? Eric Bowden, what's up with it? Marquis, always showing love. True say, I don't get his strategy yet. You make it to the finish line, I'll be right here to whoop your ass. Thank Father, what's up with it? Cassandra in the building, what's good with you? Who else we got, man? Oh, we tried to jump, but we right back like we never left in it. Who else we got, man? Andrew Gray, what up? Michael Ray, what's happening? Brian King, B. Falcone, what's good with you? Chris Jones in the building, what's cracking? I think I spoke to Cassandra, but Cassandra, what's up with you? No Evidence 340, what's happening? TJ in the building. Zoomverse, what's up? What's good with you, Zoomverse? I see you, bro. Who else we got? Nick J in the building. Okay, Boxiana by KO. I said it already. Riding with your sister. Ain't no problem with that. In the building, boxing, what's good? Sleepless JR, what's happening with you? Robert Singleton always coming through. What up, Rob, man? What's good? Bama Jeff, what's happening? D Free, what's popping with you? Courtney Thompson. And I think that's everybody. Look, bro. Jerome King, what's happening? So I'm so happy that the fight between Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence is going down, bro. Mano the boss, what up? I'm teach what's good. I'm happy and I'm excited for it. But let me tell you what I'm not. Let me explain to everybody as we go through this shit and we break this down. Cause see, I ain't really got time. Y'all just wait till after June 8th when this tournament get done. And I got time to like really go live on this shit and have people up here and kill arguments and shit and like really talk the shit that I want to talk when I got more time. But I'm doing something big right now and we trying to keep this sport moving forward. So we gonna run through this tournament. And the reason I wish I had more time to cook on shit like this is because of bullshit ass comments like that, bro. Now, I don't mean no disrespect to Money Man Sanchez, but this is the sentiment. This is the sentiment that I'm getting. So let me explain to y'all. I'm excited that the fight is going to happen, bro. I'm extremely excited that the fight is going to happen. You won't find somebody that's more excited for this fight than me. But what I'm not and what I will never be, Lord willing, is a forgetful person. Thrill Hill, what up? What I'm not, Lord willing, is somebody that's gonna just brush over shit that has happened to lead us to a certain point. I'm not doing that. I will never do that for nobody, bro. And what I'm also not into, as someone who's raising children, I'm not into giving motherfuckers credit for shit that they supposed to do. Yeah, I'm not moving like that. You'll never catch me moving like I'm not giving my son an extra allowance because he took out the trash on Thursday night when the trash day is Friday. You know what I'm talking about? My daughters ain't getting extra money because they did the dishes when there was some dirty dishes in the sink. You know what I'm talking about? Like this notion that some of you think that Bud Crawford is owed some sort of credit, that he is owed some sort of apology. that he is owed some sort of recompense. Shout out Pearl Infinity and Dub Right Side. Salute to y'all. Josh Sanders, I see you, bro. True Native 401, what up? You gotta be out yo motherfucking mind, bro. If you think I'm going to forget all of the bullshit, all of the holdups, all of the non-committal shit, all of the contradictions, all of the lies, you want me to give somebody credit and you want me to apologize to somebody because they all of a sudden decided to do what they should have done in the first place. What they said they would do years ago. See, y'all like to forget history and shit, and that's the shit that get on my goddamn nerves. Like, again, we happy that the fight happening, but let's not act like things such as if you really believe in yourself, then you'll take less because you know you're gonna win. Let's not forget that was said, but then in reality, what the fuck happened was a motherfucker drug out negotiations for a whole motherfucking year to make sure that he got every single thing that he wanted to make himself feel comfortable. I'm not doing that shit, y'all. Like, go somewhere else if that's the type of energy that you want, bro. I'm not giving you credit and forgetting all the things that put the fight on hold in the first place. I heard something profound, bro. What up, contender? I heard something real profound, and I don't even think my brother really knew what he said when he said it when I was listening to him today. But I'm not giving the motherfucker credit, bro, for finally signing to fight something when I got my OG coach that don't get to see the fight because this motherfucker put the fight on hold and my OG coach done passed away. Shout out Glove Up Boxing and Miss Coach. I'm not giving you credit for finally doing something that you should have been did. When the OG, one of the greatest boxing minds I ever came across, Curtis Anderson, really wanted this fight really fucking bad, and he ain't get to see it because you was stalling and shit and playing and shit, bro. I'm not hooraying that shit, bro. Like, go somewhere else with that shit, bro. Like, you held up a sport. You held up people's wish list. People that pay hard money to see these fights, and I'm supposed to be like happy that you finally signed. Like I said, bro, I'm gonna give you the respect that you deserve. Congratulations that you finally stopped running and did what you were supposed to do. That's it. That's all, bro. That's it. That's all. We ain't gonna sit up here and act like it ain't take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 contracts to get this motherfucker in the ring, bro. I'm not doing that. Mike Biggs, what up? I'm not doing that, bro. Go somewhere else with that shit, man. I'm not forgetting that the motherfucker negotiated in bad faith in the first place, which is what killed the goddamn Batman, bro. Can't believe I forgot my homie, bro. Batman wanted to see this goddamn fight, bro. But because of sucker ass shit, people, Bud pulling out and lying and doing all this old fuck shit, Batman don't get to see the goddamn fight either, bro. And y'all want to big up a person instead of giving the person credit who actually sent the contract, who actually stood firm on his motherfucking word and said he did what he said he would do. I'm not making 147 for nobody but Bud. This motherfucker Earl held off the WBC. He held off the WBA. He held off the IBF, all to try to get this motherfucking fight with Bud Crawford. Are we forgetting? Like, all of a sudden we want to forget that just a month or two ago, bro, this nigga Terrence Bud Crawford was over at Golden Boy trying to get Alexis Rocha to fight, bro. He was just visiting with them, bro, like 2 months ago, bro. 2 months ago, he was just trying to see what he could do with Oscar De La Hoya to try to find his way to wiggle out of that shit again, bro. It's like y'all want to forget shit that happened. Just in November, bro, of 2022, When he made the goddamn fight with Avanesian, he told us, hey, I don't need Earl Spence for my legacy. It won't hurt my legacy if the fight don't happen. This nigga told y'all at every turning point that he don't care about the fight. The only reason he is fighting is because Earl gave him enough to finally get his ass in the ring, bro. That's the only reason we get in this fight. So if you're going to give credit to somebody, bro, give credit to the person that didn't take a motherfucking tune-up. Give credit to a person that said yes. That said yes at every turn. September, the nigga Earl said yes. October, nigga Earl said yes. November, he said yes. He been saying yes and sending contracts nonstop since last fucking year, bro. But he the one that y'all want to criticize and shit. He the only one, bro. The man told me some shit and stood on it. I remember when that shit used to be called real, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's a Texas thing. I don't know how people move in other parts of the country and shit. But I remember when I grew up, I'm an 80s baby and shit. When I grew up, when you said some shit and you did some shit, people looked at you as a person of integrity, bro. People looked at you as a man or a woman that they could trust and they could believe. Nowadays, when a motherfucker tell you some shit and do some shit, people criticize them for it. I'm going to get every belt, and then I'm going to see Terrence. Did that shit. After I fight Ugas, I'm going to get that last belt. Did that shit. I'm not making 147 for nobody but Terrence Crawford. Did that shit. Like, and I'm not giving y'all no opinions. I'm just telling y'all what happened, bro. Like, I'm literally telling you what happened. You ain't heard one fucking opinion. Not one opinion have I gave you. I haven't given you one opinion. I'm just telling you what happened. I'll never fight Keith Thurman. I don't want to fight Keith Thurman. I only want to fight Bud. Told Keith Thurman to kick rocks. The person is crazy when you look at this situation right now to a lot of people. Yeah, facts, Terrence. I'm going to spin the block there too. The person that people are trying to give credit for making this fight happen is the person that tried to turn it down. And the person that is getting criticized as if the fight didn't happen because of him is the one that was standing there ready at every fucking turn, bro. It's so educated jab. It's so confusing to me, bro. The one in Terrence Bud Crawford that took a fight in between, admitted that he was asking for transparency while not giving it. Hey, I need y'all to be completely transparent with me with everything, but I ain't gonna tell you shit that I got going on with BLK Prime. That nigga, bro. The one that you can hear going from 2020 all the way to 2022, bro. You can find quotes of this man saying that he didn't want this fight and he didn't care about this fight. He is the one that's getting credit. Some of y'all are trying to give him credit for making the fight happen instead of the guy that's been sending contracts since May, June, July of last fucking year, bro. You dudes, y'all drive me crazy, but like, I don't understand y'all, bro. I do not understand y'all at all, bro. I don't understand y'all at all, man. You see some shit. We all know what's factual and what's not, but yet you still make shit up in your own head to give someone credit that they do not deserve. And you a grown-ass man yourself. The amount of jock riding, the amount of cap that some of you grown men will do for other grown men has me questioning your manhood. But like, who are you? Who raised y'all? Were you abused growing up? Like, what is this infatuation with fake shit and lying shit and fraudulent shit, bro, that some of y'all have, dog? Like, what is this? What is this innate need to protect bullshit? Real like what? Where does it come from? Carmen Serene, I see you. 2090, what up? Where does it come from? Where does it come from to where you will look at the truth, know what the truth is, and be like, I don't give a fuck. Let me make this shit up so it can fit my motherfucking narrative and what I want to say. I'll tell somebody like, hey, I've been in debates, bro. I've been in debates. Bud pound for pound number one. I'm smelling nervous energy. Nah, bro. Listen, it's only one other person that I've heard say this. And I've been saying this shit for a while now. Earl gonna dog walk that man, bro. This whole, like, some of y'all, bro, y'all look at shit in boxing and skill sets and shit, and you good at that. No issue, no disrespect to nobody that you know what I mean, that's rocking this, that know they boxing and shit. I know boxing too, but what I also know is I know a scary ass person when I see one, bro. What I also know is I know when somebody really believe in that shit and they really don't. Like I know when someone really ready to stand on something, and I know when somebody don't, bro. Like I can tell that shit. And ain't nothing you gonna say to me gonna get me to believe. Ain't nothing you gonna say to me gonna get me to believe that Bud Crawford, this was his first option that he wanted this fight, bro. He waffled too much. Only one of them was like, nah, I'm here. What's up? Only one of them was like, yo, I don't tune up. Fuck is a tune up? I'm shit. Nope. I said I only want this fight. That's the one I want. So all that extra shit, bro, like before they even make it to the ring, bro, like Earl done showed way more confidence in his ability than Bud has showed in his, bro. Earl did everything that Bud said you should do. Take less than what you deserve to make the fight happen because you know you're going to win. You know, I got more pay-per-view sales in one fight with Mikey Garcia than you have in your entire career, but I might give you 50-50 anyway because I know I'm going to beat your ass. You know, shit like that. I know my live gate numbers is shitting on y'all. I know that my live gate numbers put you in the motherfucking dirt, and nobody with any common sense would blame me if I walk away from you because you asking for this much money, knowing that I deserve way more than you. But you know what? I'm going to give it to you because I know I'm going to beat your motherfucking ass. Only one of them actually did the shit that Bud said you would do if you believed in yourself. I didn't say that shit. I didn't make him say that shit, bro. I didn't make him say that. I didn't make him say that shit, and that shit was facts. If you believe in yourself, you don't give a fuck. Like, do y'all understand, bro? Like, I know what I'm gonna do to people in debates. So yeah, bro, bring your judges. Like, it's cool. Like, yeah, bro, bring whoever. You gonna know I cooked you. Your judges, regardless of what they say, they gonna know I cooked you, and everybody in this chat gonna know I fucked you up. I know scary ass people and people that ain't ready to stand on shit when they in front of me, bro. And Bud Crawford with this Earl Spence situation has been one of those people. So I'm gonna do a test because we got 4 minutes before the debate. Shout out Jay Cooley with the Toolie in the building. $2 in the super chat. They said spinning block. EJ never left the block. That's a fact. That's a fact. Since you've been in here, very simple question. Chef Dre Boog, what up, homie? Rick Timms, what's happening with you? Bud pound for pound number one. That's your opinion. I ain't mad at that. Make your own list. Everybody make your own list. Fuck the list that the media wants you to have. Make your own list. You got on number one, that's cool. But let me ask you this. It's some real shit now. There's some real shit that I'm gonna ask you. I don't need you to type nothing about hate or you got Bud winning. I need you to answer my question with a direct fucking answer, bro. All right, you ready? Here you go. Bud pound for pound number one. What lie did you hear me tell? It's a very simple question. What lie have you heard me tell? Miss Joette, I see you. All the debaters, y'all can go ahead and start making your way up. The judges, go ahead and start making your way up. We about to get this shit going. It's a very simple question for you, Bud pound for pound number one. Because I when I hear the word hate, it's when I think of hate, I think of you lying on somebody. You jealous of somebody. You not telling the truth. You're not basing your opinions on any logic. You're not basing your opinions on any fact. When I think of hate, oh, okay. That's not true either. No lies. It's subjective. Okay. All right. Facts cannot be subjective. See, y'all got to learn what words mean, bro. If you're saying a fact, it's not subjective, it's objective. Here's a subjective statement. Tank Davis gonna knock Devin Haney the fuck out. That's subjective because that's my opinion. I can't prove it. There's no facts behind it. They never fought, so we don't know. That's my opinion. Here's a fact. Here's something that's objective. So you know the difference moving forward, right? Devin Haney is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. That's objective. Those words mean two different things. So if I'm telling the truth, that means it can't be subjective because the truth is objective. It's a fact. And this is one of the reasons that a lot of you dudes, when we have our back and forths and we debate and we do all this shit, it's the reason a lot of you dudes lose. Because you don't understand the basic definitions of words. You don't understand the basic difference from two words mean the completely opposite thing. Left and right, up and down, objective, subjective. No lie means objective. You're telling the truth. Subjective means you're giving your opinion and it can't be proven. Learn the definition of words before you come up here throwing words around like hate. Because I tell y'all all the time, the truth cannot be hate. For instance, Devin Haney and Lomachenko was a tough-ass, close-ass fight. It's not hate. That's the truth. According to the scorecards and according to the punches that they landed on each other, very close fight. Devin Haney robbed Vasily Lomachenko. That's hate. That's hate. How did he rob him? Number one, he ain't in charge of the scorecards. Number two, if it's 7-5 either way and the fight is close, how did he get robbed? That means he got a round that maybe you didn't give him on the judges' scorecards. Maybe you gave one of them swing rounds to Loma. It was 5 fucking swing rounds in this fight. My debaters are here. I need my judges to pull up now. I'm just waiting on the judges so the debaters can get this shit cracking. They ready to go, though. They backstage. It's 5 swing rounds. I'll give them to you. I remember all of them. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Those are the swing rounds in the fight. 1 and 2, didn't much of shit happen for either one of them fighters. Them bitches, it's a toss-up. Who you want to get them hoes to, man? 7, 8, and 9, close-ass rounds. 10 and 11, clear Lomachenko. 12, clear Haney, bro. I don't understand y'all, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop this shit, man. All right, we got right side, I got you. We only missing right side. Right side, I'm gonna just put it in the chat, bro. This link is for the homie Dub right side only. He coming to judge this thing, man. You get Dub up here. Boom. All right, right side, that's for you. I'm waiting on right side just so my internet don't trip. It's behaving very well today, but let me I'm gonna take this background off because sometimes this shit be tripping on the stream, y'all. So let me take this off. Let me get Boxiana up here. Get A1 up here. Let me get KQ up here. BF up here. And the brother Dub right side up here. All right, let's go to my moderator first, KQ. Talk to him, man. What's the rules? Give him the rules, give him the breakdown, and let him know what's up.
Yes. All right, this is going to be 3 5-minute rounds with 2-minute rebuttals. All right, now, of course, wait till I start so I can give you the start the timer, and then you start talking. As soon as you start talking, the time will start. All right, And that's all I have. Okay. And I
All
will
right.
flip a coin to see who will go first. So
Okay, and again, the criteria so the debaters know facts, delivery, rebuttals. That's how we judging this. Let me go to the homie right side. Right side. How they getting your vote tonight, man?
Of course, off the criteria. First things first, as always, my apologies. Salute to UKO, everybody on the panel, man. Man, the same way, like you said, facts, delivery, you know what I'm saying, rebuttal. And at the end of the day, man, just be, hey, you got to tell the story the right way. Be entertaining as well. That always helps.
All right, and let me go to BF. BF, same thing, bro. How they get your vote tonight, man?
Man, listen, I know what everybody say, and I know what my brother K was saying. Everybody else say, listen, man, I know. Hey, man, just if you gonna lie to me, bro, you better make the lie good, because I notice the lies. But if your opponent don't catch it, that ain't my problem. You know what I'm saying? So we want to stick with the facts, of course. We want to rock out. We want to do it like my brother said. But hey, man, swing, hey, fire off. That's all I'm gonna say. Fire off.
Already. And let me go to the debaters, get them their last opportunity to throw a little jab, talk a little shit. Let me go to A1 first. Well, now we'll go to ladies first. Boxiana, what are we doing tonight? You about to
let the lady go first. I'm gonna go after him. This is my debate tonight.
Oh shit. Oh shit. A1, you gonna take that shit, man?
Hey, I guess Baby D did do a few years in the pen, so shit, she might be right.
No, I mean I'm coming for your cookies tonight.
That's cool. I don't like cookies anyway. I'll take the cakes though.
Hey Q, man, flip this goddamn coin for they get to breaking all the rules for this shit even start, man. God damn. And just so y'all know, BFTB right side and me, I'm judging, and then KQ is gonna be our moderator tonight. But go ahead, KQ, let them know, man.
all right, here we go. Call it, baby. Yes, sir. We got
Tails.
okay, and tails it is. There we go.
Ladies first.
All right. Okay, Boxiana,
All right.
got
So
5
I
minutes.
introduce. No, it's gonna be. She want A1 to go first. She calling him a lady. OG. She talking shit to him already.
Okay.
Real quick, so everybody know this is an Earl Spence Jermell Charlo debate. Okay, A1 Hoop Zone got Jermell Charlo. Boxiana got Earl Spence. Okay, that's how we rocking. Just so everybody know what the debate is and what they arguing. OG, that's their first question right there. I just put up on the screen. I'm going on mute and turning my camera off, and y'all rock out, man. Good luck to both of y'all.
All right. A1, based on accomplishments, competition, and skill set, who should be higher pound for pound list?
Hey, let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. I'm moving this U-Haul stuff real quick. Y'all good? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, bet. So based off the accomplishments, competition, and skill set, who should be higher in the pound for pound list? That's a no-brainer. Charlo. I mean, we can start at the highest peak. Why is that? My man's is undisputed. Undisputed. You name me a person on Charlo's resume that somebody on EJ resume can beat. If I'm not mistaken, Brian Castano was the one that, you know what I'm saying, gave EJ an L in the amateurs. If I'm not mistaken. So I don't see nobody on his resume being able to knock off any competition. I can go Erickson Lubin. I mean, we can go down the list of a number of fighters that are better fighter and better competition and more decorated than the fighters that EJ done fought. So again, the fact that he's undisputed says it all. That's the accomplishment that EJ ain't even came close to. He on the verge of it now. He got 3 belts. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be lining up for the 4th one, but we already been there, done that. So just again, based off the accomplishments, the skill set of it, I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. That's the accomplishment in itself is the number one thing that goes right into it. Being undisputed, something that EJ been hunting for 10 years in the same, you know what I'm saying, the same weight class and things like that, and he still has an accomplishment. You know what I mean? I did that in half the time. So we there with it. As far as the skill set, I didn't show it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't diversify with that. Fought the best. You know what I'm saying? Got a draw, got an L, came back. What did I do? I adjusted. I made the adjustments. I showed I can make the adjustments. I'm still getting better. I'm still getting stronger. I was known as what? I was known as before as being the boxer. Now I'm a boxer puncher. I'm knocking shit out left and right. So when it comes to the skill set, what you seeing? You seeing it happening. You seeing it happening unfold right in front of you. Any rematch I didn't have to do, I show what? I show my skills was more advanced. I made the adjustment. I got their ass up out of there. So with that being said, man, I ain't gonna take too long with that. Because I don't know what's much more to say outside of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna yield my round and let it get to it.
All right. Okay. All right. Boxiana, you have 5 minutes to shoot your shot.
I mean, you missed out so much. So I just want to say that everybody that Errol has fought has been champions. Ugas, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia. We can even go far as down as Kell Brook. They've all been champions. The skill set is there. Mel has had to go back and rework some fights, rethink some fights. Errol finishes that shit in the first fight. There is no need for a rematch to come back to make myself look better. He's good on the first time. It doesn't matter if he was there 10 years, 15 years. He's done what needed to be done, and he's fought champions. He hadn't had to fight no secondary, no Jason Rosarios. He's fighting top 5 competition since he's been in the division. There's no lie. There's no discrepancy about that. He has done all of that and have the skill set to do it. The Lubin fight really didn't age well. Look what Sebastian Fundora did to Lubin. Like, the people that Mel has fought, they have been good competition, but they ain't been champions. He done got his shit took and had to come back and readjust himself to win the following fight. Errol don't have to do that. The skill set speaks for itself. Everything he does speaks for itself. When he tell you he's gonna do something, he does it. Not to need to come back and redo it all over again. No, he might not get out there and knock everybody out every time, but he's taking eye sockets. Excellent punch placement. He doesn't. He takes his time to figure you out, and then once he figures you out, he capitalizes on it. So the skill set, the accomplishments, he's done all of that. Rosario didn't either, because Magomed, after Magomed, Rosario won. What did he know? He didn't win any fights, but he hadn't done well after that. So we can say pick an opponent like Carlos O'Connor. Let's do Sean Porter. He had to come back and make another fight for him to retire. So I mean, I don't even have to go in the competition. I can make a short round. Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Ugas, everybody that Errol fought has been better competition than Mel. They all were champions. His skill set is phenomenal, and he don't need a second time to go and do what he needs to do. He do it on the first run. That's my time.
All right. Okay. All right. 8-1. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes rebuttal.
All right, so you bringing up Mikey? That's funny that you said that because I didn't know Mikey was a champ at 147, Hall of Famer for a lower division. Yeah, we'll give Mikey that. But outside of that, he wasn't a champion at 147. That was a whitewash. Nobody gave Mikey a chance. Only some blind, you know what I'm saying, Ray Charles people was saying Mikey had an opportunity to go in there and beat him. Lubin was a 50-50 fight at that time, and you saying you're bringing up the towering inferno, what he did to Lubin shit. He was doing that to everyone until he just got his ass cooked recently. So that I have to say that's a terrible example for that one. Shit, Mikey was getting his ass doing what? He's getting touched up and pretty much got retired after that EJ fight. People ain't the same after Charlo fight him. They ain't the same after EJ fight him. But yet they doing what? They fighting better competition. Mikey was out here fighting a Taco Bell, you know what I'm saying, chain workers. So for that one, nah, we ain't passing that up. We ain't passing up because again, I repeat, when I look at the competition and better competition, you name one person on EJ's resume that could beat a Brian Castano on Charlo's resume. Give me one person. There ain't. You said Porter getting cooked up by Brian Castano, Toney Harrison probably get his ass, Lubin to get his ass too. So for competition for it, nah, we not going for that. And again, I apologize for the noise, y'all. I'm out here in this U-Haul shit, so that's my time. I'm gonna yield that out.
All right. Boxiana, you got 2 minutes rebuttal.
I mean, does it really need a rebuttal? Not really, because I said everything that needs to be said in the first round. You asking me who can beat Brian Castano? It really don't matter who can beat Brian Castano at this point. Errol's shaking something in all of his divisions. I mean, even in 147, and when he goes to 154, he still be shaking the same matter. The point of the matter is Errol has had the better competition. He's done the better skill work. He don't have to go back and rematch nobody to get no wins. He doing that shit on the first run, and there is no need for the rematch. So, I mean, really, is there anything to rebut? That's my time.
Oh, wow. All right, all right. Oh man, y'all came out firing, baby. Man. All right, man. What you think about that dub, right side?
God damn, man, that's a close round right there. Um, I think I like the way A1 came out. He went toward the undisputed thing. I think that was gonna be the most the easiest point for him to go toward. He talked about him becoming a boxer puncher after or becoming more of a puncher later on in his career, showing that his skill set has grown and he improved his skill set. And he said that Mel will beat everybody on EJ resume. Then Boxiana came back with the Arrow. Arrow was fighting them the champs. It was interesting. A1 went to rebuttal it, and he said Mikey won the champ at 47, and he wasn't. But she never said he was a champ at 47. I thought that was kind of interesting. Then she talked about how Mel needed a rematch, and he also had a loss on his record. Talked about how the fight with Lubin didn't age so well after what happened to him with Fundora. I gave the round to Boxiana, and I'm gonna tell you, it really came down to when A1 went to rebuttal, he actually said the fight with Lubin, you said that didn't age well. Well, look what happened. What's his name? Fundora just got knocked out by Mendoza, which is true. But that make the fight age that much worse, in my opinion. So I think you kind of shot yourself in the foot there. And so I gave the round to Boxiana.
All right. All right. BL, Ray Digger, what you got?
So for me, I see there's 3 points on here, right? Accomplishments, competition, and skill set. I think for the first one, I think my homie got that one for the first one. I think A1 got that as far as the accomplishment. But you really can't really get past that undisputed piece, and I would have liked Boxiana to sort of dive into a little bit more, try to pick that piece apart. But for the other two pieces, the competition and the skill set, I gave those two to Boxiana, and the reason being is because when she broke down the piece and saying that they were all champions, right? They were all champions. So I mean, they were all champions. They were champions for a reason. And then when she said the skill set, the piece that got it for me is when she said, "Man, Errol's skill set is that of which he don't need a rematch." So I mean, you really can't. You can't just like you couldn't get past that undisputed piece. You can't get past that. So for those two, I gave it to Boxiana.
All right. All right. Knockout Boxing, 86 TV. What you got?
Man, I thought if this how the night gonna go, I'm gonna be entertained all damn night. That was the first round. I agree a lot with the judge. I thought A1 made great points. Obviously, you got to go to the undisputed because Earl ain't never did that. I like how and like BF, I wanted to I would have liked for Boxiana to be like, yeah, but talk about how Earl probably can't get undisputed because of who. Like that's the only reason he don't have the accomplishment that Jamel got. But she did hit on the good points about how Earl don't need rematches and Jamel Charlo do. I thought it would have been great for for A1 to mention how Jamel Charlo got all his belts off of knockouts and Earl been going the distance lately and stuff like that. So I thought it was some meat left on the bone, but I thought I agree with the judge. I thought Boxiana edged a close, tight round because you got to give A1 the accomplishments. There's no way around that. But she dove into competition more, named more names. I heard about Lubin. I heard about Toney Harrison. I heard about Castano. I would have liked to hear about, tell me the story, like Jason Rosario coming off of a knockout of Julian J. Rock Williams, who beat Jared Hurd. You know what I'm saying? Brian Castano, after Brian Castano had a great performance against Teixeira, coming back and stopping Toney Harrison after a controversy. Like I wanted to hear a better story. And I thought it was a lot left there. So I agree with the judges. I'm going with Boxiana as 2 in this round, as well in this round, I should say, and we can move on to the next, man. I got the second question for you right here. I think it's a good one. I can't wait to hear how they answer this one.
All right. All right. Okay. It's on you, Boxiana. You got 5 minutes. And the question is, who needs Derrick James more?
Well, I would have to go with Mega Male needing Derrick James more. He just seems like the type of person that you got to have a handle on all the time. Errol looks like he can work independently on his own. Mega Male needs somebody to hold his hand, talk him through, get him through, coach him down when he's upset, pat him on the back of the head when he's done too much. He has to have that in order to function. He needs somebody that will get in his ear, tell him the right things to do, and deliver it in a way that he can attain it. Because we all know that Mel doesn't like people critiquing him too much. And it seems to make him very, very, very upset. So he needs somebody with a cool, calm delivery tone who can give him the things that he needs, or else it's going to be a temper tantrum from the baby. And we don't want to see the temper tantrum from the baby. He has to have somebody that's going to monitor him and treat him well and do him well. Even though I'm the official, unofficial PR person, I don't mean this in any harm towards my client, but he needs somebody to hold his hand, walk him through, give him the things that he needs in a way that he can take it, or else we'll have a problem. He'll get in there, he'll start to panic. And when you start to panic, you don't think clear. And we've seen him do that. We watched him do that in the first the first Harrison fight. He started to panic to where he couldn't really listen to his trainer. He heard him, but he didn't hear him well. He needed more. So he needs Derrick more than Errol needs him. Errol seems like an independent worker. You could put him anywhere by himself, and he's gonna work by himself just fine. Mel needs somebody to hold his hand. That's my time.
Woo, woo, man. All right. 8-1. You got 5 minutes, baby. Shoot your shot.
So I say EJ needing more. Why is that? We seen Emmanuel Alarte, you know what I'm saying, clipping Buzzy. One of the first times, or damn near the first time, you didn't see EJ really truly got hurt. And then I would say even in the Danny Garcia fight in the fifth round, under a minute to go, he took a little looping right hand that made him do a little hit, put a little hitch to his step. Why am I mentioning or bringing up any of the sort where he kind of got buzzed or anything like that, or it kind of seemed a little bit off? Derrick James had to do what? He had to regather and regroup with EJ and tell him this is what you need to do. Make these adjustments. Without Derrick James in this corner to make them adjustments, what could have happened? What could we be seeing? And what could have been? You know what I mean? He needed EJ to have these defensive laps from time to time. And what did Derrick James tell him after the Ugas fight? Hey, you need to stay focused. We need to stay in the lab. We need to stay with this. We need to make sure, you know what I'm saying, maintain our focus. So EJD, somebody there, she's that keeps him focused and maintaining that focus. A lot of people confuse Charlo, you know what I mean, with his they mistake his passion with thinking he's emotional. You know, he's a passionate person. So she's saying that I hear it, but when it come down to it, when you get in the ring adjustments and things like that, and needing to keep that focus pinpointed down the way we done seen where EJ, you know what I'm saying, Derrick James is telling him the necessary adjustments to make that's getting him these wins. Clearly, it's EJ that need Derrick James more. He not in there making them adjustments on the fly. He not able to figure it out on his own and saying, oh, I need to throw this, I need to throw the hook, I need to throw some straight rights, I need to step this way, step that way. In between rounds, Derrick James is giving a ton of what? He's giving a ton of advice, a ton of instructions for him to do. And Charlo, he's just saying, hey, settle down a little bit, calm down a little bit. That's it. You're not hearing too much. Throw the jab a little bit like there. With EJ, what are you seeing? He's giving constant instructions on what he needs to do, re-engage, lock back in, and go out there and follow these instructions. It's gonna coast us to the win. We done seen that time and time and again. So EJ needs him because what? We seen with Charlo, he was Ronnie Shields, he was still winning before then. He came to EJ, or he came to Derrick James just as an upgrade on a little bit of things. But EJ needed Derrick James this entire time, and he's still a work in progress. So for me, I think EJ need Derrick James more than Charlo do, and that's my time.
All right. It's getting hot up in here now. All right. Okay, Bossiana, you got 2 minute rebuttal.
Yes. Let's talk about not listening well. He did the same thing in the Casano fight. He couldn't even listen to his trainer because his baby mama was yelling at him. Two cousins in a row, 4 rows back, they was yelling at him. He was all in the crowd, listening to the crowd, where he couldn't even listen to his own trainer. Does he have the capacity to actually adjust in the corner alone by himself? Absolutely not. He can't do it in there any of the time because he get over there to the corner. You hear the baby mama crying and yelling, Mel, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And Derek's telling him, you need to pay attention. We are here. We're not over there in the crowd. None of that. The same thing in the first part of the Rosario fight. He did the exact same thing. He went in there not listening to what his trainer was saying, which he need to listen to, hold his hand, because he was going to be the one that get him through. He didn't. So he needs his person to hold him up and get him through. Errol doesn't need that. Errol doesn't have to have that hand holding. That's why he constantly has to redo fights, because he don't listen to the person that he needs to listen to. So with that being said, Mel needs Derek more than Errol. Errol can get out there and make adjustments by himself when he sees something isn't going the right way. Yeah, he needs his trainer, but he knows what to do and when to do it. He doesn't have to have anybody to tell him what to do and how to do it. Mel needs that consistently. We see that all the time. Every time he do something, he looks like he needs a handler. So with that being said, Mel needs more. And that's my time.
All right. Okay, you got 2-minute rebuttal. A1 Hoop Zone.
All right, as for all that personal shit, that shit don't matter. They ain't listening to people outside of the ring like that. They focus on what's going on it. So from a Charlo perspective of it, yeah, you saying he out here worrying about his family, this, that, and the third, and then he had to have these rematches. And what happened with the Rosario? He got his ass stopped. He wasn't listening for a minute, made the adjustment, got him up out of there. So what are we seeing with Charlo when you're saying he can't make these necessary adjustments? That's why he had to go back and redo it. Maybe it's a tougher competition he's fighting, if I'm not mistaken. Tony Harrison, not no slouch. It was a tough fight. What we do? We regroup, came back, put his ass to sleep. Same thing with Casano. What do? We had a tough fight, went back and put his ass to sleep. When you talking about EJ again, these mental lapses he has, that has to keep being reminded. Hey, don't sit out your mouth. What are you doing? Why are you looking away? And all this other stuff. It's literally him having to do what? Derek James having to regurgitate those same instructions to EJ to say what? Focus, 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 focus. Pay attention, focus, focus, focus. That's the message you hear the most. And then when he in there, what? He need them instructions. You said he can make instructions on the fly, but make these adjustments on the fly. But you name me one fight where he did it, where Derek James wasn't telling him what he needed to do. Name me one. Last time, like I'm looking at it, he constantly gets instructions from Derek James. So knock against him, no knock against his IQ. But at the end of the day, he needs them instructions, because why? He loses focus in there and he has mental lapse. He gets bored. We've seen that time and time and again. You want to bring up examples of saying, oh, Aaron, all these people, you're seeing the consistent focus of a person being lost in a fight where that's costing you what? If Ugas had a little bit more pop, what would have happened? Again, a mental lapse. You never know. And that's my time, because it's going to get real loud over here in a second.
All right. That concludes our second round. All right. BF, what you think about that round, brother?
Man, listen, bro. First off, let me say thank you to both of y'all, bro, because yesterday was some garbage. Man, I ain't going to cap. This right here, man, this right here. This is it, bro. So I'm dumb hype. But when we're looking at this, right, there was some certain things that I was waiting for both of them to hit on. And Boxiana hit them on. Like when she came back talking about that the simple fact of the rematch, I didn't think she was going to do it. She didn't, but she did. Like she went on with it, and then she came back and said, "Listen, man, pretty much if you was focused, if I wasn't here, in a nutshell, shit, you would have 2 losses on this motherfucker. In a nutshell, I mean, she didn't say those words verbatim, but in a nutshell, that's what it was hitting for, right? And Errol didn't have to do that. So for me, that was the thing that got me, because this one was closer to me than the first one, because I was all A1 at first, and then when she hit that one right there, it was like that did it for me. So for me, I'm gonna have to go with Boxiana on this one.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, Dub, right side. How you see this one?
Man, this was a hell of a round. I thought both of them made some fantastic points. What stood out really, man, in Boxiana's opening round, how she really spoke on how Mel needs somebody to hold his hand. It's not funny, but it was funny how she put it out there. Mel needs somebody to hold his hand. He gonna throw temper tantrum. Excuse me. He's gonna do those type of things. He need a calm, cool voice in his corner. I'm gonna keep it short, man. I really thought A1. I was looking for you to bring up Ronnie Shields, man. I was looking for you to bring up the ability that Mel had when he had Ronnie Shields in his corner, saying that, hey, at the end of the day, yeah, Derrick James would be cool, but we see it's not just a Derrick James who can make this man successful. I thought that really would have been a strong point for you. And so overall, man, I gave the round to Boxiana as well.
All right. All right. All right. Knockout boxing. How you see the round?
Man, like this shit got me regretting the little random shit, man. Like I ain't gonna lie. I'm wishing I could have got different opponents because these motherfuckers out here debating their ass off, bro. They going hard than a motherfucker, man. Shit, bro. Right side and BFTB. I hear what they saying, and I agree a lot with what they said. A1 did a great job of talking about how Earl, how Derrick always had to be that voice in Earl's ear, but Boxiana did the same thing, talking about Jermell and how Jermell needed Derrick James to correct him, and how if he would have listened to him in the first fight against Castano, that could have went either, it could have been a lot easier for him, and things of that nature. But the overwhelming point to me, just my personal opinion, the overwhelming point that won the round for me is that point that Boxiana made about the goddamn rematch. That shit came back up, and it's just one of them needs him, right? And they both need him. So we know that they both need him because he's a great fucking trainer. But one of them needs him to the point to where I got to rematch Tony Harrison and I got to rematch motherfucking Brian Castano. And the other one needs him to the point to where I've ran through everybody and I don't need no rematch. It's hard to get around that point, bro. It's so hard to get around that point. So that one point right there, I gotta agree with BF and I gotta agree with right side on that, bro. Like there's no way around that in my opinion. But that's my take on the second round, bro.
All right. Okay. All right. We're going to the last and final round. All right. 8-1. You are up with 5 minutes. Wait on the next question. All right. All right.
I had to type it. I just came up with it, and I think it's a doozy.
All right.
Here, man. Who?
All right.
I'm gonna love to hear them. I'm gonna love to hear them try to argue this shit because this is very hard. There y'all go. Y'all go ahead. Y'all have fun with that one right there.
All right. A1. Who has shown they want more smoke?
Man, this is a big ass question. Well, fuck it. Actually, wait. I'm still with Charlo on this one, right? Just making sure you ain't try to mess with me.
Nah, you with Charlo, bro. Shit, they
okay.
both want all the smoke in the world.
Just making sure. All right. Let me go ahead and dive into this thing, man. So I'm gonna have to go with Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Want more smoke, man. Why is that? He loud as shit all the time. Hell, it was you know what I mean? They did an interview a few years back where EJ was standing next to him and he was saying what? He was like, I want everybody at 154. Nobody can mess with me. It's Lions only. I'm getting everybody ass up out of there. And EJ said what? EJ said, man, he can have all that. He can have all that. I don't want it. I don't want it. EJ is silent assassin. My man's is, you know what I'm saying? He loud and proud. He rolling in the jungle, letting people know I want the smoke. I ain't ducking and dodging nobody. Anybody and everybody putting that ring on me, I'm walking out that motherfucker victorious. Hence what? Undisputed. So he wanted to smoke with everybody. He chased them belts down. We got all the belts, and we chasing down all competition. Tim Zoo about to get put to sleep. The next, you know what I'm saying? The next motherfucker that was saying he won't smoke, I won't smoke. I want to clear out my entire division. I don't want to leave it up to nobody to say I ducked anybody in 154 and to go down the history. I'm trying to be the number one pound for pound 154 pounder ever, the best 154 pound ever. No question, no doubt, no debate, no any of that. So I'm you know what I'm saying? We going with stepping out and stomping on everything that's moving. We calling out everybody and we running through everybody. We had some rematches and things like that, but you know what I'm saying, which is completely fine. But again, what are we doing in a rematch? We went in there and stomped and put their ass out. It was no question in any of them rematches. So again, we didn't get it right the first time, but what do? We corrected that wrong. Showing you won't smoke. You see some people, you know what I'm saying, they tuck their tail and hide and things like that. I mean, he gets called super emotional or and all that kind of stuff, but it's passion. So what did he do? He went back and corrected it, showing I want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Charlo told Harrison when they had that next little face off that I'm gonna put your ass out of there. I ain't gonna leave it up to the judges. I ain't gonna leave it up to a close fight and leave it to the judges to try and rob me or make a different kind of decision or something like that. What's gonna happen? I'm getting you out of there. Same thing with Castano. Again, he want all the smoke. And again, telling EJ to step up. At first it was, you know what I'm saying, his brotherly love, you know what I'm saying? We both from Texas, it's a Texas thing, but at the end of the day, if that bag right, I'm gonna get your ass out of there too. Let's make it happen. So again, all the smoke. Tell him little Bud Crawford, bring your little ass up here too. Put your little ass in the dirt too. We were all the smoke. I told my own brother, you know what I'm saying, you can move down and get this work too. So it is what it is. We want all smoke, no matter what. A division lower, division higher, we with all that. Come to 154, and I'm taxing that ass. And that's my round.
All right.
You ain't even got to start the timer, KQ. I'm going to start for you. I just want to correct you on something. It was Errol that said, Mel, I don't give a fuck about no friends. We gonna fight. We gonna fight. Ain't no fucking friends. Errol did everything that he told y'all he was gonna do. He told Bud he was gonna spin the block on him. He didn't spin the block on him. He said he was gonna come back and fight and not take no tune-ups. He done came back, got in the ring, and with dominating fashion more than once after he's been out of the ring for over a year's time. The man ain't turning down no smoke. He said it is what it is when he get to 154. Ain't no friends. We gonna get this money, get this bag, and I'm gonna beat you. Anybody, everybody. He don't turn down a thing. The whole fact of the matter is that he said he was gonna do what he was gonna do, which is beat Bud, take his shit, get in the fucking ring, no tune-ups, no soft touches. I'm gonna get in there and beat the shit out of somebody in the top 5, and he's done that. There is no need to even ask who want more smoke. Errol ain't saying he friends with nobody. Errol saying he want to fight. It don't matter what it is. That's my time.
Whoa. All right.
So, and you don't have started too. So if you're gonna correct me, make sure you correct what and understand what I said, because I didn't say that who said it first. We all know EJ said the first thing when they mentioned bringing up getting a fight at 154. He said, "I'll go up there and fight Charlo." My thing with Charlo, what did he say? He was like, you know what I'm saying, we'll deal with that. Kind of brushed it off like it wasn't something real. But then when they doubled back and it became something looking at reality, that's when he said what? He said, "The money right, let's get it." He wasn't ducking it. You know what I'm saying? The first time he kind of brushed his shit off. He didn't take it as serious. So then what did he do? He doubled back and said, "Let's get it then. You come up to 154, we can make that happen." So again, ain't ducking, no smoke, friend or no friend. At the end of the day, EJ said, if we friends, you know what I'm saying, we gonna get this money together. What's the tone of Charlo now? Come out to 154 and we can make that happen. So again, not ducking any smoke. He gonna come up there and them tax his little ass. That's my time.
All right. Boxiana, 2 minutes rebuttal. 2 minutes.
You keep saying coming back. Errol don't need no more than one time. the smoke is got on the first time. There is no have to go back and maybe let me think about it. Okay, friend, we can do it now. The money is good. You come up here with me and hang out with me. It's been whatever from the beginning. The man has called out his people, fought the people that he have called out, said he wanted to fight, and he ain't ran from none of them. He ain't dropped no belts, go to no other division like all the Buzz fans said he was gonna do. Oh, he finna drop them belts and go fight Keith Thurman at 154 pounds. He didn't do that. He got his smoke with Bud. The biggest smoke that everybody said he was ducking from, running from. Mel got to go back and he got to think about stuff. Then he got to come back to it. I wasn't sure at first, but I'm here now. Okay, I'm ready. We can do it. Not Errol. It's first come, first serve, and that's my time.
Wow. Ooh, ooh. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. Man, oh man, what did you think about that round, Dub right side?
God damn. What? OG, they smoking out here, ain't they?
Yeah, look, man.
I think that both of y'all came with it as far as the first round went. I agree with EJ spinning the block. You know what I'm saying? Mel going back, making sure he gonna get his smoke in when he done took a L, a draw, going back for the smoke. I thought it was a push there. Man, Boxiana, I ain't gonna hold you. She killed it when she came and said that EJ want to smoke with his ass first. That's what she said. And then, you know, I agree. Mel did come back eventually and say that he wanted that smoke with EJ as well. But EJ, he done been saying that for a minute, and she really banged that point out, man. So I got to give her that round as well. Shout out to both of y'all, but I got Boxiana this round.
All right. BF.
Now I don't know if the debate that I had with Boxiana did something. I don't know.
Hey,
you prepped for this, bro. You prepped.
I was about to say that.
This motherfucker
nigga,
right
get out my brain, nigga.
Listen, bro. I don't know if me and her got it on and that spot and that work did something to this motherfucker right here, bro. Boxiana, bro. Boxiana. Boxiana, dog. And my nigga A1, you my dude, you know that, but man. Hey, listen, bro. This motherfucker right here, bro, she a problem. She gonna light some Boxiana, but hey, man, 3-0.
All right. She throwing that here. Knockout. What you think, man? She throwing it here. All right. Right there.
I thought this debate was fire. I thought that they both did a phenomenal job. And I can say without any hesitation, bro, I think if A1 would have went against anybody else, he probably would have won, bro.
Facts.
But I think she just came too heavy, bro. She came too heavy. Like Boxiana won that round, man. She won that round too. That's 100. That's 100. That's what I believe. So that's what I'm going with, man. I agree with the judges, bro. A1, you already know there's nothing but love, but I had to give her this W, bro. She was fire.
Y'all should know, man. That shit ain't personal. Congratulations to Boxiana. Hey, I stepped in because you didn't have enough people for
you was cooking. Yeah, you was cooking too. It just. Yeah,
it was her night, bro.
Nah, she hey, don't try to dumb it down. She lit my ass up. I ain't afraid to say that shit. Hey, good shit. I ain't gonna get them both. Like I said, bro, I hopped in it because it wasn't enough people in that joint.
A1, my nigga, man.
Yeah, but hey, it's all love, man. Queens of the Ring already know. I'll be dipping in and out of that bug, man. It's all love. Congratulations, Boxiana. No, that shit was fun, bro. Like, I don't get how people nervous or scared to get in the debate. Like, I literally hopped on that joint because we didn't have enough people. I said, fuck it, I'll get in there. I don't care. You know what I mean? That shit don't bother me, man. That shit weird, man.
And you've been supported. You support from day one with never ask nothing back, bro. So go ahead and drop drop your channel. Let them know what you got with the basketball, the playoffs going on. When you gonna be live? When you dropping content, man? Go ahead and plug all your stuff, man, so I can go ahead and give Boxiana her instructions for the next round, bro.
For sure. Again, man, appreciate you having me up. Knockout, BFTB, you know what I'm saying? Dub, Boxiana, congratulations again. My singing OG, appreciate y'all for doing what y'all do for this joint, man. KO, keep cooking, bro. As for me, man, I've been loading up this damn U-Haul the whole time we've been debating. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm about to move to Cali, so I'm gonna have a more regular time slot as far as doing lives, putting out more content, having more time to do it. So I'm gonna get some help with these kids, because any of y'all that know me, I always know my kids is with me. So my daughter actually was just running around out here. I was trying to run from her while I was debating. So again, man, y'all know, start the A1 Hoop Zone, hashtag TWT, man. Again, the content coming is gonna be more than just what I do now. So y'all just stay tuned and lock in for it. And again, congratulations, Boxiana.
Hey, A1,
Already, bro. Take
Yeah.
it easy.
A1. The Lakers ain't shit, bro. They got their ass swept. They need
Hey,
to.
man, don't do
They
that.
ain't
Don't
shit.
do
on
that
him,
shit, man.
hang up on
Hey,
him.
Hey, don't worry about
hey,
don't
no,
worry about
no.
that
Hey,
nigga.
KO,
I done kicked it.
KO,
Hey, don't
let
worry
me
about that nigga.
respond.
I done kicked him out. You don't talk about King James like that. His
Hey, I
ass
was gonna say, give me
gone.
10
He
seconds.
gone.
Give me 10 seconds,
You
KO.
go ahead.
Hey, the Atlanta Hawks are possum pussy, raccoon ass, and everything else, bro. They ain't gonna win shit. They ain't gonna win shit. Hey, and guess what? Them motherfuckers ain't gonna win. Hey, they ain't gonna win before his kids grow up. God damn it, the Hawks is trash.
Damn, already, bro. I appreciate
All
that.
right,
We'll
I'm
catch
out,
you
y'all.
next time, man. All right, man. Peace. All right, right side. You can come back up now, bro. You can come back up now. Let me get right side up. All right, Boxiana. So let's move you to the round by the tune of 3-0. Let's get the score going. Let me log into my bracket. Let me get this bracket going real quick. And y'all smash the like button.
Yes, sir.
I was already logged into it. There you go. All right, let's see. Boxiana A1. Right here. All right. We got 3-0. All right, Boxiana. So you moving to the next debate. If you check the bracket, the same link is there for everybody. So if you check the bracket, you see that your bracket been updated. The next debate is May 31st at 8:30 p.m. Let's see what your topics are. I haven't looked at them yet, but I do have them on here. And my stuff is freezing right now. Y'all give me a minute.
All right. Everybody smash that like button. All right. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. You got time. All right. If you want to join the channel, you're welcome to join the channel. All right. Computer love.
That's what it sounds like.
Computer love.
All right, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm trying to fix this
It's
shit.
better
Y'all
now.
hold me down.
It's better now.
I'm good
It's
now.
better.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me. All right, there we go. We're moving fast. All right, so here we go. Match info. You got. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. So your debate is at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, May 31st. Your debate will be Julian J. Rock Williams versus Toney Harrison. All right. I'm doing coin toss on Friday. So I'm going live Friday night, 7:30 p.m. just for the coin toss. You and your opponent need to be there if you want to pick what side of the debate you gonna argue. So I'm gonna flip the coin. Whoever win the coin toss, you will be the person to get to decide which fighter you want to argue on behalf for. If you don't show up and your opponent does, they will get the pick and you will have to argue for the other person. Again, Boxiana, I'll be live Friday night at 7:30 p.m. doing this coin toss to see who gonna argue for what on the second round. So that's all I got for you for now. Go check your bracket out. It's been updated. It has your date, your time, your topics, all that stuff on there. Go ahead and get your last words. Let everybody know what's going on at Queens of the Ring and what motivated this huge comeback. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep 100 with you. They talk about 180s and shit. This was a good, like your last performance versus this one. That shit was a complete 180, man. Go ahead and get your last words and let everybody know what's going on.
Shout out to BFTV for whooping my ass on national TV. So I got the ability to come back and get my argument game up. Shout out to Queens of the Ring. I'm here to represent this next topic. You said Friday at 7:30. I'll be there. We live Friday, 9:30 p.m. Sunday, 7:30 p.m. We got a lot to discuss this week, so tap in. That's where we be.
Hey, congratulations, man. Great job.
Right.
Thank y'all.
Good job.
Shit beast, dog.
Okay, hold on, man. So I can't defend myself? You wasn't going to let me defend myself against A1? Man, they put hands all over my Hawks, man. Damn. He ain't lying, though. He ain't lying. That's the unfortunate part about it. We've been... What we got next, man? KO, you there? What we got next, man?
He probably fixing his shit, man. Technical difficulties.
KO, you there? What we got next, man?
He probably fixing his shit, man. Technical
He got YouTube on.
Okay. I got you. Man, real quick, man, I gotta ask OG, man, BF, same question, man. We got the fight coming now. It's solidified. I heard both of y'all kind of cooked on it, man. Hey.
I'm not really hyped, dog. I mean, it just is what it is. Listen, bro, I want the fight. I'm glad it's happening. Good shit, but I'm not really hyped. I think my consistency is what's hindering me being hype. I think if the people that hated on Errol Spence so badly was just like, man, yeah, all right, man, salute, man, good look, EJ, bro, man, appreciate you giving me what I want. That type of stuff right there means something to me, man. Like, not like someone's got to go out and D-ride Errol or nothing like that. But bro, you didn't have a problem downing the man. You didn't have a problem disrespecting the man. You didn't have no problem with that. Wasn't nobody saying, man, you got to do this, you got to do that. You had no issue. You had no issue going hard at this man, disrespecting this man. You had no issue. And now nothing is just, oh, well, we got the fight now. Nah, bro, I'm too consistent a person to just be like, yeah, you're right. We got the fight. It's okay. Nah, I'm not your boy, dog. So I'm glad. I'm happy that EJ getting paid. I'm happy they're gonna have a good fight. I'm happy for that. But I just don't have the hype that you would think someone would have. That's all.
Right.
I got you. Okay. Hey, let me catch your super chat real quick. Shout out Paul Carrick with the $10 in super chat. Love the format and the judges, and hosts deserve a salute. Appreciate that, Paul. You always showing love, man. Thank you. Shout out Dre's Finest Unk in the super chat. Make it do what it do, KO. You did great work, Boxiana. Appreciate that. All right, Dan. Let me just say this real quick. Daniel, what's up, man?
Hold on.
Hey man, chilling. So got some news. It's our brother Ricky Williams' birthday. He is in Hawaii, so unfortunately he won't make the debate. So we don't got a debate, but you do move on to the next round. So I wanted to have you up here. You showed up, so you win by forfeit. Unfortunately, Ricky. Well, fortunately for him, because shit, he in a beautiful ass place. So he's enjoying Hawaii. He's in the chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he was in here earlier. He's enjoying Hawaii, still supporting, but he's just unable to make the debate because he's celebrating his birthday. So we gotta give him a big thumbs up and happy birthday again. Oh shit. Never mind, Ricky. Ricky say fuck it. Okay, Ricky, I got you. Hey, Ricky say he trying to get to the money. Ricky, man, you just made my night, man. I was kind of sad, bro. I was sad. I ain't gonna lie, Ricky. When I got that email, I was sad, bro. There you go. Never mind, dang, you gonna have to fight for this shit, man. Never mind. You gonna have to fight for this shit. Never mind, bro. Never mind. Ricky saw the title. He like $850.
Ways to do it.
Baby, give me 20 minutes. Let me make this shit work real quick. Give me 20 minutes. All right, Ricky, we waiting on you, bro. Go ahead and hop up. We already about 5 minutes late. Dub and BF, y'all go ahead, bro. I ain't mean to cut y'all off. Y'all go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, man, I feel where BF coming from, man. The thing is it hadn't hit me yet. I don't know, bro. I really hadn't. It really hadn't settled in that the fight gonna happen yet. So, with all the shit we done been, all the bullshit that done came with this fight, it just hadn't hit me. So I'm excited for it, but I ain't got that feeling of excitement just yet. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I'm still kind of processing that it's really happening. So that's how I feel.
Yeah. Exactly. Everybody waited a long time for it, and now it's here. people just ain't really grasp it yet, and it did lose its zest a little bit, and now it's here and people ain't so motivated like I thought it would be, so let's see what happens in next week.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Let me go to Rick real quick. Rick, what's up, man? How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm good, man. Can y'all hear me okay?
I can hear you okay, bro. I appreciate you taking the time on your vacation, man. We gonna make this smooth and easy breezy for you, man. You got any last words before you get going, man?
No, man, let's get to it. Shout out to the platform. Shout out to my people. Y'all know what it is. Let's get it.
All
Already,
right.
Daniel. You got any last words before we get to it, man?
Man, I'm just ready to see Spence whoop up on Crawford.
Already. All right, KQ, go ahead and flip the coin. Daniel, you got heads or tails?
Heads.
All right, let's go ahead and get it flipped, KQ. Let's get this shit going for him.
Okay, heads.
All right, landing on heads. Daniel, who going first?
Heads.
All right, you want Ricky to go first. All right, so everybody know, right? We're doing Andre Ward versus Joe Calzaghe. Okay. Daniel Phillips has Joe Calzaghe. Ricky got Andre Ward. We're gonna start off with the first question. KQ, you go ahead and read it to him. It's gonna be on Ricky. He got 5 minutes. I just put it up there. There y'all go.
All right, all right. Okay, who resume is better? You got 5 minutes, Rick.
Oh, man, that's a great startup question, guys. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to the chat. Andre Ward's is definitely better. If you guys follow Joe Calzaghe, while he has some prominent names on his record, aka Roy Jones, aka Bernard Hopkins, we all understand that time waits for no man, and time beats every fight, right? So looking at Joe Calzaghe, the guys he did follow, especially when he got him, was at the very end of their career after they've all suffered massive losses, debilitating knockouts, and really bad losses on their career. The fights that they give Calzaghe credit for, fighters like Jeff Hook Lacey. I mean, he never really explored any other options besides the ones that were getting kid glove to him in a matchmaking tool. So when he got over there and he saw Calzaghe, who's a great fighter, Hall of Fame fighter, right? One of the greatest European fighters of all time, right? He had got him a young boy who was green, plain and simple, short and sweet. Calzaghe's entire resume, besides the has-beens of the greatest black fighters of all time, again, Bernard Hopkins, again, Roy Jones Jr., were full of locals. Again, if y'all know what local fighters are, those are fighters who don't leave out of their country. They're club fighters. They're fighters you would never hear of if you weren't deep into boxing or out of that particular province or country. Plain and simple, Andre Ward has fought the best of the best when they were the best. He went through the Super Six tournament and destroyed everybody in that. If they were a European fighter with a name at that time, you name him, he beat them. Not only that, once he did that, he came out and destroyed the best of the best across in the world, coming all the way back to America, beating the lots of people like Crusher Kovalev when he had no losses and was beating and knocking out everybody that went up in front of him, no matter what. So easy. This is easy. I'm not going to argue and take all day with this. Andre Ward has the best resume, hands down, between the two. Again, to reiterate the major point, while Joe Calzaghe is a great fighter or was a great fighter, everybody he fought that was of name that you would say is on his resume, they were at the end of the line. So that's all I got on that.
All right, all right. Okay. Yes, sir. Big Daniel, who resume is better? You have 5 minutes.
Joe Calzaghe got a better resume. Yeah, Andre Ward won the Super Six tournament, but look at the names in that tournament. Mikhail Kessler and Carl Froch were the biggest names in the tournament, and Joe Calzaghe had beat Kessler 2 years before that when he was younger, fresher, and undefeated. Carl Froch was undersized, no power, couldn't really challenge Ward, didn't have near the athleticism. The only real name on his resume worth mentioning is Sergey Kovalev, and Kovalev controlled the first half of the first fight. I actually scored the fight 114-113 Kovalev. All the judges had to fight really close. And Ward got the fight. He got the decision because Kovalev got gassed in the second half of the fight. Kovalev didn't have the endurance to go that long. He was dominating early in his fights. If you survived to the end, he was losing late rounds. and he wasn't really stopping people after the 7th round most of the time. So Calzaghe, when he fought Roy Jones, Jones was just as strong as Kovalev. Yeah, he had lost a lot of the speed, but Kovalev never had it. When Calzaghe fought Jones and when Ward fought Kovalev, they were on about the same level. And Calzaghe went down in the first round, went every other round the rest of the fight. When Andre Ward went down in the second round, that fight was back and forth the whole way. And he won on one judge's card, 114, 113, and the other two, 115, 112, I believe. So Bernard Hopkins is another name that's on his resume. And that's a name that trumps Andre Ward's whole resume. He was the lineal light heavyweight champion at the time. Bernard Hopkins was a counterpuncher that was better than Ward at what Ward did. And he wasn't at his best when they fought, but it's still better than anybody Ward ever fought. Chris Eubank, okay, I'll give you that. He was late in his career. But, I mean, you're looking at a fresher Michael Kessler, and you're looking at two names that either one trumps the entire resume of Andre Ward. I yield my time.
All right. Okay. All right, Rick, you got 2-minute rebuttal. 2-minute rebuttal.
Appreciate the time. You can't get go into the same argument and say you're gonna give me one fighter for being old and then you're gonna give me the rest of the fighters for being old. That Cal's okay. I'm not worried about him. I got to talk. Calzaghe fought, right? An old fighter is an old fighter. You see what I'm saying? So again, the argument is still the same. And again, I appreciate you breaking down the fights and the scores, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the resume of the fighter. And again, the problem with a lot of boxing fans, including you, is that you guys say just because the name was relevant throughout boxing doesn't mean that they were relevant at that time in their career. So again, it doesn't matter to me if you fight an old fighter, right? It's about when you catch a fighter, and if you're not fighting a fighter when he's the best, then it really doesn't count towards the resume. It's just a name. That's all it is. So with that being said, I yield my time. Andre Ward has the best resume. He fought him at the best time and the best times in their career. It's going to hold a lot more weight, especially when y'all watch this Showtime special for Andre Ward coming up. That's my time.
All right. Okay, Big D, you got 2-minute rebuttal.
Well, I mean, you're talking about the age doesn't matter if the fighter's not relevant at the time, but you just missed the mark completely because Bernard Hopkins was relevant at the time. He was the lineal light heavyweight champion at the time. So, like, that whole rebuttal is just dead on his base. Roy Jones was not at his peak at the time, but he was still relevant. He was still a big draw. He was still popular. And the fight he had after that with Hopkins was still a huge event. So that is just like a huge swing and a miss. Yield.
All right. That concludes our first round. All right, Doug, right side. How do you see it?
I didn't know the brother was done. My bad. Okay, so Rick came out, man. I thought he did a good job of speaking on how Calzaghe, fought a lot of the guys that on his resume out of their prime, as well as a bunch of domestic level fighters. My brother Daniel came back and he spoke on how Calzaghe beat Kessler before Ward did, that's a fact. He also talked about Kovalev being a close fight, but Andre Ward did win both of those fights. He talked about Roy Jones being old. He was still strong, but he lost speed. Tried to compare him to Kovalev. And then he went to the Hopkins. Hopkins was the lineal champion at the time as well. I think the rebuttal is what did it for me. Rick, he said that old is old, and everything isn't about. I mean, everything isn't about just names, but it is about timing and when you fight the fighters. But I have to give credit to my brother Daniel because he did when he came back. He spoke on Hopkins. He spoke how that man at the current time he was the lineal champion, which is a fact. That's definitely factual. I thought it was a very close round. I gave it to Daniel though. I gave the first round to Daniel.
All right, all right, all right. BF TV, how you see it?
Um, I think this was a good round, but I think it was a good round for Ricky though. I mean, Daniel made some some decent points in the beginning about the lineal piece when it comes to Bernard Hopkins, and Ricky made he made some solid, very solid points. You mentioned the Super Six. I think both gents left some meat on the bone. I would have liked to hear Ricky talk about if because the emphasis that he put on was Bernard Hopkins. But Sergey Kovalev beat Bernard Hopkins, so I would have liked him to put the kill that Bernard Hopkins talk with that. But I think there was a lot of meat left in the bones from both of these gents. But I think Ricky ate more. I think he was, and it wasn't even the rebuttal. It was the original round that did it for me. I think the rebuttals for both were a little bit light, but I think that it was the original round for me where Ricky ate the most. So for me, I gave this one to Ricky.
All right, all right. Knockout boxing. How you see this?
Oh man, it was a good round from both of them. I think both rebuttals though, man. I would have liked to hear because I heard Daniel say that Sergey Kovalev and I believe it was Roy Jones were at the same point in their career when Andre Ward fought Kovalev and when Calzaghe fought Roy Jones. I would have liked Ricky to pick up on that and say, well, shit, Roy Jones had 4 losses when they fought, and Sergey Kovalev was undefeated when they fought. So I thought that was a missed point. I didn't hear anything about Chad Dawson. I would have liked to hear about Chad Dawson. And I would have liked for when you're doing your rebuttal, and this is just for everybody, Daniel, when you're doing your rebuttal, just rebutting one point, use your time and try to go at everything. I think if you could have swung the vote to me, if you would, instead of just only going at but his point about Bernard Hopkins, you should have tried to go at some of the other points that he made about a little bit more in the rebuttal. And I think I could have gave you that round, but I'm in agreement with BF on this one. I'm giving the round to Ricky as well, simply off of the strength of I thought the opening statement he made was a little stronger than yours, and then I thought he tried to rebuttal more of your points. And you only really stuck on one point, which was a good rebuttal, but I need more than 1 point to be rebuttal, especially when it's around so close. And I thought he rebutted more points, so he just swung it slightly in the favor just because he was able to try to kick down more of your points than you kick down to his, if that makes sense. So that's my take on that one, bro.
All right, all right. Okay, we heading into the second round.
Daniel got to come back. I don't. Yeah, Daniel will be back. I think he had a technical issue. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, his device is. It still say if you can hear me, Daniel, it say your device not connected. I can see you backstage. Oh, there you go. Okay, there he is. That homie is. All right, he back. All right, here go the second question for him, KQ. You can go ahead and read that, and I'm gonna go back on mute and let him cook.
All right, it's on you, Daniel. You got 5 minutes, and the question is: retired, undefeated, who left a bigger mark on the sport of boxing globally? Globally.
Ooh. I mean, I gotta give this to Joe Calzaghe. Like Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones was the biggest names in America at the time. Chris Eubank, Jeff Lacey, you're talking about big names in Britain at the time. Like at least America and Europe, like he left the bigger mark. Again, Ward fought Frock, but Frock wasn't all that great at the time. I mean, I gotta give him the impact on like Russia with Kovalev, like the Soviet area. But I mean, what American did he fight that big to even come close to the impact that Calzaghe had with beating both Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones? He didn't fight anybody in enough competition in Europe to like come close to what Calzaghe did there with Eubank and Lacey. And I mean, if we're talking about global impact, like you look at how many people are in Europe, you look at how many people are in the U.S. compared to like the Soviet countries, and like how many people were impacted by the fights that Calzaghe was involved with. How many people remember the fights Calzaghe was involved with, and like it's a huge difference. You
All right. Okay. All right, Ricky. You have 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Appreciate you. I got 5 minutes, but I'm only going to need a couple. Andre Ward left the biggest worldwide impact. Look, who's asking for Joe Calzaghe to come out and retire and fight Canelo? Who's asking for Joe Calzaghe to come out and fight anybody, right? Um, Andre Ward's definitely left the biggest impact. Look, he's still present in boxing, still making waves in boxing, right? He was behind young champions that a lot of people admire and see as the next coming, like Shakur Stevenson, as part of one of his steps to greatness, right? He did introduce Shakur Stevenson to the world as his manager, right? Also, Andre Ward is still giving feedback and teaching these youngers, aka like Shakur Stevenson, aka he deals with a lot of fighters here in America, top ranked fighters that he gives input to, right? Two, let's stop counting the UK. America is where boxing, if you want to be where boxing is, if you want to be in a worldwide sport of boxing, if you want to be recognized as a worldwide leader of the sport in boxing, where do you go? You don't start in the UK or Russia. The Russians, where do they come? Because the Kazakhstans, where do they come? They come to America. They come to the US of A, the home of boxing. You want to go to the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. You want to go to the home of boxing, Madison Square Garden. The USA is where boxing counts, and that's where Andre Ward still reigns supreme. Again, nobody's asking for Calzaghe to come out and retire and fight somebody like a Canelo Alvarez or the next up-and-coming middleweight. Who cares what Calzaghe's doing right now at this time? Nobody, right? And again, like I said earlier, the biggest impact, look at what Andre Ward's still doing. He's got a documentary coming up showing a breakdown of SOG and his career and understanding him as a boxer and a man. So again, if you're looking at the global impact, who's still around boxing, whose still name is spoken in boxing against the greats like Floyd Mayweather. Hey, SOG was up there with Floyd, or he could be compared to Floyd, or things of that nature. We got to go with Andre Ward. That's my time.
All right. Okay. Daniel, you got 2 minute rebuttal.
Whew, boy. First of all, Andre Ward ain't even near the level of Floyd Mayweather. I'm not hearing anybody talk about wanting Andre Ward to fight Canelo. This is the first time I ever heard that. Now, I mean, if we're talking about like the mark they left on the sport as a boxer, then it's not even close. Now, what you're talking about is all kind of things after boxing. And yeah, Ward has stuck around the sport longer. He works for ESPN. So I can't really say nothing to that.
All right. Okay. Ricky, you got 2 minute rebuttal.
I got one question for the panel and the chat and Daniel. When was the last time any of y'all heard somebody talk about Joe Calzaghe before this debate? I yield.
Well, all right. And that concludes that round. All right. Dub, right side. How did you see it?
In my opinion, that was a clear Ricky round, man. When I'm gonna just really, I mean, I can speak on everything that kind of came out. I will say, Dan, you got to pick it up. you got to pick your pace up, and it seemed like you didn't have too much to really speak on in that situation. And then in your rebuttal, you literally said, because if you look at the question, it says retired undefeated, who left a bigger mark on the sport of boxing globally? It didn't. Retired is in the damn question, respectfully, and Rick. Then when you come and agree that the brother is over with ESPN, he's making his mark outside or inside the sport of boxing after he's retired and he's been undefeated. I mean, you can't. I just don't like when people agree with their opponents. I really don't like this. So I got to give that round to Rick.
All right. Grave Digger, how did you see this one?
All right, this one was a lot better in the rebuttal than the main point. For me, I think this was almost a slam dunk almost for Daniel, the way he started out when he was talking about who Calzaghe fought back to back, the Bernard and Roy back to back, and he started out good. And I was thinking to myself, he about to blast this one, but the rebuttal of Ricky did it for me. That rebuttal did it, bro. The rebuttal of and even in the main topic, it was still, when he was talking about how Andre Ward is he's still an 8, and they have wanted him to come out to fight Canelo Alvarez. That they absolutely have. I've seen that multiple times. But it really wasn't even that. It was just a simple fact of the question when he said, who has talked about Joe Calzaghe? But I have not heard anyone talk about Joe Calzaghe, and all I do every day is boxing. So for that reason, I gave that one to Ricky.
All right. Okay, KO 86 TV. What you got on this one?
Man, I agree with the judges, bro. I'm not gonna go. Again, the criteria is clear to everyone when we announce the debate: facts, delivery, rebuttal. I thought they both brought a lot of facts, but Ricky he got my attention. The way that he was delivering his facts, the way that he he put on the show with it. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought Daniel started off strong, but by the time he got to his rebuttal, I thought his energy was gone a little bit in that round. I thought he without saying he conceded, it felt like to me that he was conceding around to Ricky and that he was just kind of losing his steam a little bit. So that's my take on it, man. I get around to Ricky as well, bro.
All right. Okay. All right. Now going into the next round. All right. Now, next one is on Rick. You got 5 minutes. Somebody got to go. If they fought, who would have won and why?
Hey, man, that's a great question, KO. And shout out to the panel, shout out to Dan, shout out to everybody, shout out to the platform. This fight, I think, would go to Andre Ward because while Calzaghe was a brilliant outside fighter, great footwork, well, I think Andre Ward would have got him is on the inside. Andre Ward, if he wasn't able to get his jab off, he would eventually push towards him and close that distance and then start digging Calzaghe to the body. Andre Ward's very good at cutting off the ring. I think the biggest issue most fighters had with Joe Calzaghe was his footwork. He had absolutely fabulous footwork where he can get in and out, dip you with some punches, you know what I'm saying? Then get on out the way and have you reset. I think Andre Ward would have forced him to fight his fight. I don't believe that Andre Ward could beat him in a distance boxing match. So I believe that Andre Ward start to bully him because they're both great fighters, but we all know a great big man's going to beat a great little man, right? So with him being the bigger, more athletic fighter, I believe that Andre Ward would start to push him on the inside, go to the body, maul him, as we know Andre Ward is able to do, start mauling Joe Calzaghe and make the fight ugly. I got Andre Ward and a majority decision, 12 rounds or a late round stoppage. That's why I got it for Andre Ward. Are you?
All right. Okay. Dan, you got 5 minutes.
Well, just come down to one thing and one thing only. Can Andre Ward be the first person ever to stop Joe Calzaghe? Because Joe Calzaghe has a way higher work rate. Joe Calzaghe would sit there and throw punches and bunches, and he would throw them all night. Late rounds against Roy Jones, he was throwing well over 100 punches a round. And you talk about Ward wanting to sit there and bang on the inside, that's what Calzaghe did. And sheer volume and work rate, landing dozens of punches to the body every round, is how he's going to win the fight. He's just going to keep punishing Ward until Ward either has to start grabbing like Hopkins did, or he's just going to get hit to the body so many times he's not going to be able to move. Calzaghe would just beat people up for 12 rounds with relentless punching. Kind of like Errol Spence. Like, he just wants to hit and hit and hit and hit and hit and hit and hit. Now, he doesn't deliver the same power to the head, but he lights that body up nonstop and he lets punches go in flurries. So if it comes down to a decision, the one with a higher work rate that's going to be landing way more punches is going to be Joe Calzaghe. You got to stop him to beat him. Hey, you.
All right. Okay, Rick, you got 2-minute rebuttal.
Appreciate you. Again, I want to address what he said with the flurries. Again, flurries are punches, is shoe shining, right? So again, if you understand a fight game and you actually watch the fight, it's that Joe Calzaghe did try to overwhelm his fight and overwhelm the fighters. But again, these are fighters especially if you want to go to his most notable wins. Again, Bernard Hopkins, Bernard Hopkins, my bad, y'all. Bernard Hopkins. These are guys who were not fleet of foot, who did not have the footwork at the time in their career. We all know Roy Jones based off athletics. Once his athletics went, he went to the dogs. And we all know that even though the alien, Bernard Hopkins, was a freak of nature, he too was at the end of his rope. So again, I got Andre Ward overwhelming that man in the later rounds. He's a bigger, better man. And again, like I said, a great big man will defeat a great little man each day. So that's what I got, guys. That's my time. Thanks for y'all opportunity.
All right, Daniel, you got 2-minute rebuttal.
Most of the people Calzaghe fought were bigger than him. He still never lost because he would sit there and punish them. And he would punch and punch and punch and punch. And he would punch all night. And he would outthrow everybody and he would outland everybody. And it didn't matter how big they were going to get hit way more than he got hit. And he got knocked down 4 times in his career all early. And then he didn't lose a round after he got knocked down in 3 of the 4 fights. Like, dude was a machine. And once he felt that sting, and it would put him down early, but after that, he was just throwing recklessly and relentlessly, and like nothing ever seemed to phase him after that. Like, dude was just incredible to watch because just the sheer work rate and relentless attack.
All right, that concludes debate there. All right, okay. Dub, right side, how do you see it, man?
I thought it was an interesting round. I will say it was tough for me to hear everything Ricky said in his rebuttal. Overall, though, it seemed like Daniel he was focused on the output. The output of Calzaghe, the work rate of Calzaghe. The thing is, I think Rick said earlier in that round, he said that if he wasn't gonna or Andre Ward was gonna have to make it more of an inside fight. He was the better inside fighter, and he brought up how a great big man beats a great little man. The thing that, and at the end of the day, I gave this round to Rick. I thought that the great big man beating the better little man was a crucial point. And I thought that a lot of the points that were brought out in the first round were also the same points that were brought out in the rebuttal round. Nothing new. And so I gave the round to Rick.
All right. BF, how did you see it, brother?
This one was interesting because me personally, I believe Andre Ward would destroy Calzaghe, but I feel like this. I feel like there was some meat left on the bone from Rick for this one. I understand the big little man beats the better big man beats the better little man. I understand that aspect of it, but Daniel's rebuttal was everybody was bigger than him, and he beat them all, right? And the work rate that he talked about, it was never really refuted, right? So again, against what I believe, I'm strictly going off of the debate. I'm going to give this one to Daniel.
All right. Okay. All right. Knockout boxing. How you see it?
Man, it was a good round. I thought both of them did well. I thought Daniel really drove home Calzaghe's work rate and how he fights, which is he fight like a bat out of hell, like a demon, and if you can't hurt him, it's hard to stop him. Ricky did talk about how Andre Ward is bigger, how Andre Ward is skilled, and how he would do Calzaghe and kind of ragdoll him a little bit. And so I thought that they both made very good arguments. And this may be kind of a technicality, or this may be just me, but it was hard to hear Ricky's rebuttal. It was hard to hear his rebuttal. And so because I was able to hear Daniel drive his points home cleaner on his rebuttal, I'm gonna give this round to Daniel off the strength of he really drove home his points well. He stuck to his way that he saw Calzaghe winning the fight, and he was more clear and more concise in his rebuttal. But Ricky was hollering at us from Hawaii, so not his fault. I'm not blaming him at all. But I couldn't hear him clear, and I missed a lot of the points that he made in his rebuttal round. So I'm gonna roll with Daniel in this one, man.
All right.
And that makes it and just so everybody knows, that makes it 2-1. Ricky won the debate. So Ricky, I know you got to go. So usually I would let Daniel give his words first, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you just real quick, Ricky. If you have time, bro, your debate. Oh, it's loud. It's loud over there, Rick.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go, bro.
Yeah, bro. Just your debate's May 31st at 8:30. I'll email you though, bro. I'll email you.
Yeah. No worries, man.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man.
All
right, Daniel. Go ahead and give your last words, bro. If you got like a social media or something or anything you want to plug, man, now's the time to do it, bro.
No, I'm good on that. I thought I had won the first round. The second round, when he went into post boxing, like that really is not even a balanced debate when you're talking about what they did after their career, because Calzaghe's pretty much vanished into nothing post career. Like he was way more like influential as a boxer, but post career, like he's unheard of. Where Andre Ward is in everybody's face to this day. So like once he went to like what Ward was doing after he retired, I just had nothing.
I got you. I thought you put up a great performance, bro. You grown, so I ain't gonna tell you what to do or what not to do. I would just say the energy and using your time and being more, quicker pace when you're talking. I think would have went a long way. But I thought you did a great job, bro. And I hope you're always welcome to hit the link when I'm live or when we start back the regular debate series and we're just doing debates. You're always welcome back, bro. But I appreciate you coming and giving us your knowledge, and you did a great job tonight, man.
All right, thanks.
All right, bro. Peace out. All right, I got Jon Nori in the background. Puro, where you at? Where you at? Shout out A1 Hoop Zone with the $5 in Super Chat. Says KO. Appreciate you for setting this up, bro. It was fun. Definitely got to do it again. Shout out to Boxiana the Menace for my 6-0 for 6-0 my ass as a welcome to the debate series. Hey, we got Ricky Williams versus Boxiana next round.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And while I'm waiting on Puro got 4 minutes, and he was in the chat earlier, so I'm sure he'll be here. They got that's gonna be a tough one. They got Julian J. Rock Williams and Toney Harrison. Yeah.
Hey, you want to be here for that coin flip, in my opinion.
Yeah. I would definitely advise somebody to show it. What's even worse is if you pick your topic and lose, that'll be fucked up. Like if you win the coin flip and still lose. But they some debatable topics, so it is what it is, bro.
But Boxiana, she did it just like I mean, she just turned it all the way around from the last debate.
Hey, look, bro. I'm gonna keep 100, OG. She was flipping papers last time,
Right? Yeah,
looking for points, forgetting shit, all kind of shit, bro.
man. See, that's what happens sometimes. You know, sometimes when you lose, that's a good loss. But next time you come out, you better. You know, and that's sometimes that happen in boxing. You take an L, but you come back, you learn from that L, and you come back and you dominate, or you learn from that mistake. You know, so man, hey, shout out to Boxiana
Yeah,
for that.
already. Puro, you got 3 minutes. Let me email him again. He was in the chat saying he was ready, and he emailed me back. So I think he's showing up, but I don't know. Y'all know sometimes palms get sweaty around this motherfucker, man. Let me hit Puro. Anybody got his number?
I just talked to him. He said he about to hit the link.
Okay, you got his number?
Yeah, I got Puro number.
Oh, already. All right. He about to hit the link.
Hey, look, I swear to God, look, you said, hey, Puro, you got 3 minutes. I was like, bro, he said you got 3 minutes. Puro talking about, hey, give me 3 minutes. I'm gonna hit the link. I'm like, nah, you need to hit that motherfucker now.
Yeah, bro. I'm not. Hey, listen, I'm here. I'm trying to be fair to everybody, bro. And I ain't. We got other people that's waiting to debate after this one, and I know y'all ain't trying to be on here all damn night. So I'm trying to move this thing along, get these people to the money, cause y'all know, you know how bad I wanna, like, I be having like 30-minute increments and shit to go in on the Bud and Earl situation. I can go for hours on that shit. I really want to go off on it. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get this shit done. Cause it's a lot of bullshit in the game. While I'm waiting on Puro, it's a lot of bullshit in the game. As I was saying earlier, bro, it's like motherfuckers give people credit for doing some shit that they should have already did, bro. Like people are giving people credit for something that we should have been got. We should have been got this goddamn fight. And I told and I caught BF, and I don't even think that he understood how profound that was when he was talking about how people wanted this fight that ain't even here no more. I mean, specifically in our community, like two pillars like Curtis Anderson and Coach from Glove Up Boxing and more. Like, bro, like it's people that wanted to see this fight bad than a motherfucker that didn't get to see this fight, all because of some shenanigans and some bullshit games and shit, man. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, bro, congratulations that you stopped running, bro. Like, I don't have shit else to say. Like, congratulations that you finally did what we've been begging your ass to do for the past year, bro. Like,
Facts.
the fuck you want me to do with that shit? Like, I don't, you know, it is what it is, bro. But we got the debaters here. Let me go. Jon Nori, what up, man?
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, I'm
I'm
chilling,
here,
bro. I'm
live in
chilling, man.
action.
What you got, man? What we doing tonight, man?
Hey man, I'm gonna be on my David Blaine shit tonight. Yeah, you know how it would
Already,
go. You know how it would go. Instigating as usual.
already. And shout out Puro. Puro, what up, man?
What up, knockout? Mic check. How do I sound?
You
Already,
crispy, man. You
you
crispy.
sounding good. You sounding crispy. Hey, Howard James, I bet you'll never hit my link though. Somebody get Howard James spamming ass out the chat, man. Ain't nobody nervous. Earl gonna run through that, man, bro. We can talk about. Just wait till we have time to talk about it. And everybody's welcome to come up here and get their ass kicked and whatever they want to talk about. All right, bro. So just so everybody know, I'm gonna set the table. Then OG gonna flip the coin. We're gonna get straight to the action. So this one right here, I'm looking forward to it. Stephen Cool Boy Steph, Stephen Fulton, Monster Inoue. Puro got Stephen Fulton. Jon Nori got Inoue. We turning up. All right. OG, go ahead and flip the coin and let's get to it, man. I'm about to type some questions while y'all doing it.
All right, here we go. Okay, call it. Anybody call it here? Who got heads? Who got tails?
Tails.
All right, Puro. It's heads. Okay. All right, Nori. Who you want to go first?
Puro. I'll be a gentleman.
Okay, Puro.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna wait on the first question. Okay, you both got 5 minutes each around and 2-minute rebuttals.
Sounds good.
All righty. Okay, now. Okay, that's the old question.
Yeah, that's the old one, OG. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I got you. You know what? I like this question from the last round for this one, so I'm gonna do it like this. Here y'all go. Let me see. Let me make sure it's worded right to make sure it's a fair question. Cause okay, all right, there we go. Boom. I want to hear this shit.
All right. Puro, based on accomplishments, competition, and skill set, who should be higher pound for pound list? You have 5 minutes.
All right. So I don't have any way I could. It's for. I'm doing both.
Nah, you got you repping Cool Boy.
Oh,
So
I'm ripping Cool Boy.
you
Okay.
need to argue that Cool Boy should be higher on the pound for pound list in a way.
Well, based on accomplishments, and see, what I would have to go with competition and skill set. Accomplishments. I'll let well, anyways, so in competition, he's had for the relative amount of fights that he's had, I believe he has 21. He's got some good names on his resume. He's got Figgy. He's got what's the one dude's name? I forget his name, but it'll come to me. He's got Angelo Leo. He's got Pitbull. No, excuse me, Blue Nose Lopez. Who else does he have on here? Yeah, what's the guy's name? Fuck. Anyways, yeah. So he won. He took the title from Angelo Leo. Like right after Leo won it. And he was kind of for me, it was a relatively unknown. But he showed his vast skill set, which I'm gonna go into right now. Where he's a pure boxer. And he's a pure boxer in what I like to say the more pure sense of the word, not kind of like where we have a vague boxer where the like instead of like clinching or anything, he uses lateral movement. So he has lateral movement. He works off the jab, and he could take a hell of a punch as he showed against Figueroa. Figueroa was a really tough fight. It was a close fight, but instead of Fulton, was, as they say, so-called running. He was able to use a lot of lateral movement, and he was able to use excuse me, he was able to counter off Figgy very, very, very well, which kept him in the fight. I think if he would have done where I guess this new breed, I would say, would do is move around the ring more than I would like, or more than I would say a traditional boxer would like. He used he stayed in the pocket with him, and I believe if he would have used excessive movement, I think he would have probably lost that fight because it was that close. So yeah, and then that he's actually moving up. Excuse me, that he's actually taken the challenge facing Inoue, which is a 4 division champion. I would say that probably would have give him a case for being higher pound for pound than Inoue. Yeah, tough question.
All right. Okay. All right. Nori, you got 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah. So this one's gonna be a pretty clean sweep. I mean, you got anyway. He's already on most people's pound for pound list. He's number 2 on ESPN. That's the world global leader in sports, right there. You already conceded accomplishments, but let's go over them anyway. 3-time weight class champion, undisputed, moving up, and I mean, what else can you really say? Once you concede championship accomplishments, that's most of the pound for pound argument. This guy is moving up different weight classes and showing his greatness. That is the purpose of the pound for pound conversation, excluding heavyweights. Inoue is doing that at a higher level than Stephen Fulton. So let's go at this. Let's look at this resume, right? So who'd you bring up? You brought up Figueroa. Figueroa, that's his best win. I give you that. And you're right. He was so-called running. He was also so-called getting pinned to the ropes and so-called getting hurt. And that's his best win. And he didn't fight. He didn't fight a dominant fight. He got it out the mud. He dogged it out. But that's not pound for pound stuff right there. That's great fighter stuff. That's not pound for pound stuff. Let's look at what else you got. I mean, you didn't really bring up the rest of the guys. I think you brought Angelo Leo. Yeah. Fulton fought. He fought him at the time. He was 20-0 at the time. He won the WBO belt, and then he lost it the next fight. I mean, that's not, you beat that guy. I mean, what do you want me to say about him? That's not pound for pound stuff right there. I mean, All everybody on this anyways list, all his notable fights are champions after champion after champion. I mean, I don't know how you supposed to rate these guys when they're the champions. You want me to rate people who are I mean, good wins, undefeated fighters, but they haven't really done much after that. Anyways, beating champions. You got to give him credit for that, and he's moving up. And then you said Fulton is taking a challenge fighting anyway. No, anyways, moving up and taking a challenge of fighting a unified champion. That's what pound for pound is about. He's moving up and fighting a unified champion. That's taking the challenge. Time.
All right. Okay. All right, Puro, you got 2 minute rebuttal.
All right. Okay. So I'll rebuttal the last point that he made that he's saying that Inoue is moving up to fight a unified champion. Well, I would rebuttal and say that Inoue is taking the challenge of fighting a multiple time unified champion and also an undisputed champion. So that's why we're rebuttal with that. I would also say that shit, let me see. Oh, wrote my notes here. So also to the pound for pound argument he was giving me, Angelo Leo was a formidable opponent because that was his first world championship. Without him beating Angelo Leo, we probably wouldn't know who Stephen Fulton was. Also, in regards to the Brandon Figueroa fight, I didn't think he was running in that fight. I actually, like I said, I thought he was moving very well laterally. He was getting pushed back to the ropes, but he was countering Figueroa shots, and that's what made the fight so close. I personally had the fight a draw, but it could have swung either way. But without him dogging it out, as you so eloquently put, he wouldn't even had a chance to get that win. That's my time. Or I concede. I yield, or whatever it's called.
All right. Okay. All right, Nori, you got 2 minutes rebuttal.
Like I said, these are your words. You said he was so-called running, then you switched to lateral movement. So I'm just going by your standard. You're also the standard that you put for the Figueroa fight was he was countering and he was working off the ropes, and you thought that was good enough at least for a draw. That's not pound for pound stuff right there. Inoue is getting these guys out of there and taking their straps and moving up and taking the next guy's strap and getting them out of there. 24-0 with 21 KOs, 88% KO. 88. That's hands. And he's the little guy coming up, knocking them out, getting them out of there. Not worrying about how the judges feel about, is it a compelling fight? What does his skills look like? Is he countering right now? When he counters, them boys go to sleep. Night. Mattress. Hotel. They go to sleep. That's what it's about. And he has the boxing world compelled right now. He's on most people's pound for pound list. He's the favorite in the fight. So he obviously should be higher on the pound for pound list. Time.
All right. That concludes the first round. All right. Okay, what you think, Dub, right side?
Interesting first round. Puro, he came out, he spoke on Cool Boy taking the belt from Angelo Leo, being a pure boxer, having a great chin, great lateral movement, being a great counter puncher. He really focused on the skill set more than anything, in my opinion. And I think that that's a good way to look at things. But you said that, well, he's going to fight Monster Inoue, who is, well, first off, you conceded accomplishments, but then went to use the accomplishments of the other fighter to benefit your fighter. I thought that kind of hurt you, actually. Jon Nori, he brought up ESPN pound for pound list. I thought that was irrelevant. He talked about the accomplishments that Puro conceded to him from the beginning. Spoke on him or Cool Boy having to dog it out with Figgy, as well as he spoke on Inoue taking the challenge. It is really the person taking the challenge by going up fighting Cool Boy. I will say I didn't think that Jay Nori, I didn't think either one of y'all addressed the competition or the competition on the resume for the fighters. I thought Puro did a better job, but the problem was in the rebuttal round, Puro, outside of bringing up Angelo Leo, you really didn't touch on anything else. Jon Nori, he spoke on, is it running or lateral movement when you're talking about the skill set. He also brought up the point of countering and working off the ropes and how close of a fight it was and how that's not pound for pound. I had to give the round to Jon Nori. I gave the first round to Jay Nori.
All right. Okay. BF, how did you see it?
Yeah, this one was a little difficult. It's a little difficult. I think Nori was more crisp with it. I think he was crisper with his delivery. I think he was crispier with how he was putting his things into play, his talking points into play. I believe Puro had some decent talking points. I'm not sure if you're a little nervous or what. I'm not sure, but it seemed as if you're sort of stumbling a little bit on your talking points. You had some decent talking points. I think Nori did it for me with the fact that Cool Boy is the one being challenged. Like Cool Boy, like Monster's going up to challenge Cool Boy. Cool Boy's not dropping down. Monster's going up. So I think that what got it for me. If you're looking at the question, and it was who should be higher in the pound for pound list, and I know everybody's definition of pound for pound is different. But for me, I think that was a differentiating factor between the two, because they both had decent points. But I think that one right there, that did it for me. That Monster is moving up to challenge for Cool Boy, and he's already undisputed. So I think that's the one that did it for me. So I gave that one to Nori. But good round though.
All right, okay. All right, knockout boxing, 86 TV.
Yeah, man. So facts, delivery, rebuttal. The facts, man. I thought, I'm listening to both of you fellas. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, y'all left out so much. I'm waiting on Puro to talk to me about Daniel Ramon and how easy Cool Boy Steph made that look. How Cool Boy Steph everybody fight and beat them at their own game. How Daniel Ramon gave MJ Akhmadaliev, who was also unified at the time, everything he could handle, but couldn't do shit with Cool Boy Steph. How Brandon Figueroa beats everybody ass in his own style, but Stephen Cool Boy Steph went and did Brandon Figueroa and beat him in his own style. I'm waiting on that shit, and I didn't get that. How many undefeated fighters did he beat? Don't he got a run of beating 8 or 9 undefeated fighters in a row? So I'm waiting on that from him. I'm waiting on Jay Nori to talk to me about Nonito Donaire and how Monster Inoue destroyed him and took his belts from him and what he did to Paul Butler and how he's just been running through shit and wrecking shit all the way to 3 division. How many division champions did he fight? How many division titles did he win? Who did he beat for? It's just so many facts, you know what I mean, that I was missing. Then we go to the delivery. Jay Nori, his delivery was much better than Puro. I thought Puro started off. I heard a lot. I heard a lot. I heard the delivery just wasn't there for me. I thought Jay Nori won the delivery part, and then the rebuttal part. You got to get at the Jay Nori too. So one was a wash. I thought both of them kind of left a lot to be desired with the facts, but delivery and rebuttal, I got to edge that towards Jay Nori, so I'm going to give Jay Nori the round as well. But I would just say, y'all got to come harder next round, man. With the facts, the delivery and rebuttal can only take you so far. So if all you guys deliver and rebuttal and you make it out this round make it out this debate for whoever wins, it's going to be some people looking on the other side of this round 2 and quarterfinals and shit that's going to have facts, delivery, and rebuttal. If you want to get to that $850, going to have to step up the facts a little bit. But that's all I got, man.
All right. We are about to go into round number 2. All right. And this is on Nori. All right. Who deserves more credit for making this fight happen? You have 5 minutes, Nori.
Well, that's an easy one. This is old. This is the old time saying in boxing. If the A side wants to make the fight, if you're the B side, you accept the fight. So Inoue is making this fight. He's hosting the fight. It's in his home country. He's making it happen. He has all the eyes on him in the division. He's moving up to a new division. He's challenging the guy who everyone's holding up in that division as the main dude. It's MJ, who just recently lost, and it's And it's Fulton. He's coming up there. He's challenging Fulton. He's bringing him to Tokyo. He's making sure everybody gets paid. He's doing everything that needs to happen to make sure this fight is a big legacy fight for him. He's taking the challenge. So obviously he deserves more credit. He's the more exciting fighter. He's getting all the knockouts and he's going against the boxer. You know, this is the guy that people said he would never. He's not trying to fight Fulton. He's not going to move up and fight Fulton. He would never take that fight. And he's walking into the fire. He's proven the doubters wrong. So he obviously deserves more credit. I mean, and if he wins the fight, I mean, can you imagine what that does to his legacy at this point? He already has all the accolades. If he moves up and he takes these 2 straps from Fulton, I mean, Jesus, and he's pushing the fight. He's pushing for the fight. So he obviously deserves more credit. Time.
Okay, all right. Okay, Puro, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
All right. Yeah, I definitely think Fulton deserves the most credit for making this fight happen. Because for one, he's advised by Al Heyman. We all know Al Heyman is a staunch negotiator. He likes to have all of his fighters exercise their A-side privilege, which Fulton in this situation, him being the unified champion, you know, he has everything that Inoue wants. You know, so just how difficult it has been for other Al Heyman fighters to make fights that the fans wanted. Fulton. I just heard him say one day that this is the fight he wanted, and he went to Al and he made it happen. So I think that's one of the biggest hurdles that he overcame. Secondly, I also think that Fulton, to add to the credit there, that he made this fight happen, he conceded Inoue's request of this fight happening in Japan. It's I don't think it's I think it's common knowledge that in Japan there's been a lot of questionable decisions, not particularly for Americans, but just typically for Japanese fighters. Inoue is other than Ryota Murata, Inoue is like the darling over there in Japan. So I'm sure Fulton, Al Heyman, and his team was well aware of the those concessions he had to make to travel to Japan. Also, I think a big point is that Fulton already also had a backup plan. He had a backup plan to fight a rematch with Figueroa that was, I believe, was made. But then I guess at the end of the day, they gave him the okay to challenge in a way. So I think that's also a big factor. That's my time. I mean, I yield.
Okay. All right.
That I mean that's a decent point. I mean, I get it. You're not used to seeing Al Heyman fighters go and fight on other networks, but that's not something he tells his fighters not to do. I'm not sure if you noticed, but EJ, one of the PBC's most valued fighters, was allowed to leave his the American shores and to go overseas and challenge Kell Brook for his strap on their networks over there. Sky Network. I'm not sure which one it was, but he went over there. They were allowed to do it. He took the strap and he brought it back home to America. I mean, if EJ could do it, I don't see why it's a big deal for Fulton to do it. I mean, how much credit do you want to give the man? I mean, he's not hosting the fight. He's being welcomed with open arms to come to Japan. They who have a history of having big fights in their Coliseum over there. They've hosted the Tyson fight when he lost to he took his first loss. That happened in Japan with those fans. So they have a history of making big fights over there. When the American fighter or whatever fighter, a different nation, when they are comfortable coming over to their shores and to embracing their fans, they make it happen. They don't say no to any smoke. So you got to give credit to Inoue because he's not saying no to the smoke. He's running to the smoke and he's making it happen. I mean, he's making it happen. He deserves the credit.
Okay.
That's time. Sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay. All right, Puro, you got 2 minutes rebuttal.
Okay. So my rebuttal for his first point that he made about they made the fight for Brooke in England with Errol Spence. I would rebuttal that by saying that in this case Errol Spence was not the champion. You know, he obviously it's not in this case where where Fulton is the champion and he's conceding his A side to go to Japan. Where in this case, Errol Spence was given that permission to go and take the title from Kell Brook. Also, to rebuttal the second point about Tyson in Japan, where fights have big fights have happened over there. In that case, the promoter was not Al Heyman in that case. It was Don King, and Don King was is very famous for having his biggest fighters fight in different countries. So I don't think that was more of like the American fighter going to Japan and conceding home field advantage. It was just Don King trying to market Tyson to a more global audience in those days. And that's my rebuttal.
All right. Okay. That concludes that round. Okay, Dub, right side. How do you see it?
I thought it was a good round. I gave the round to Puro this time. I think the biggest point that stood out to me, I agree with a lot of what Jon Nori said. The thing is for you to be the champion in the division and then for you to concede your A side and go over to Japan and fight the individual who's coming up in weight and fight him at his hometown or in his home country. I thought that was a great point by Puro, and because of that, I gave the round to Puro.
Okay. All right. Best fight, the best.
Yeah, I have the exact. I was literally going to say damn near word for word. Just the simple fact that, yeah, he's giving up his A side. He's literally giving it up. I mean, you're going to Japan to fight the guy. Like, you're going to Japan. You're an American fighter, bro. That's that's not the norm. The norm is for the Japanese fighter or the other fighter to come to America to try to conquer America and then go back to wherever you're at. But he's going to where he's at. I understand that the Errol Spence part, but that was like a mandatory. So you really didn't have too much of a choice on that one. But so for me, I'm gonna give that one to Puro. I think that rebuttal, that piece about how he's going to Japan, to me, that did it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that point, but I'm giving it to Puro too, not because of that point, because of the fact that Monster anyway was free. He brought up how Cool Boy had a fight and went to Al and was like, "Nah, fuck that fight. I want to fight Monster anyway." So I think that was to me that was the one for me. So I gave that one to Puro as well. We tied up 1-1. We're about to see who's gonna get closer to these dollars right now, man.
Right. Don't forget that fight is 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Speaking, we'll be calling that fight.
Okay, you so calling that fight? You calling that fight?
I'm so glad that you calling the fight because the next round is no fantasy fights round this motherfucker. Who winning? Who winning the fight and why, bro? Since the fight actually happened, then I want them to break this shit down for us. Go ahead, OG, and go to whoever.
All right. Puro, baby. Yes, sir. You have 5 minutes. Now, the question is, no fantasy fights. Who wins and why?
I think Stephen. Excuse me, Stephen. Yes, Stephen. Obviously, Stephen Fulton. He wins this fight, and I go to one main point. His undisputed clinching win against excuse me, the Englishman. I forget his name. Paul Butler. Thank you. He was able to survive all the way up to the 12th round against Inoue. Pretty much not refusing to engage and just, in this case, running, not boxing or using lateral move or anything like that, but literally running. And he was able to survive to the 12th round. And Paul Butler is nowhere near the boxer, the pure boxer that Stephen Fulton is. Yeah, I believe if Paul Butler was able to, by not engaging, able to run around the ring and survive 12 rounds, I believe Fulton could do the same. And I say this, I say that to say this. I believe due to Fulton's lack of power, he only has a 38% kill percentage, as it was stated previously. That he's going to have to use his lateral movement, also his very good jab, and also his ring IQ to box Inoue, because at the end of the day, I believe Inoue is going to have to get on the inside, and it's going to have to hurt Stephen Fulton, just like Figueroa tried to. Figueroa was never able to really hurt Fulton, even though he was be able to put some leather on him. But that just goes to as they say, the dog that's in Stephen Fulton, but also his cast iron chin, and also that he didn't buckle under the pressure. He was able to fight back. And and that's the best way to hold back a fighter that's trying to press you and trying to hurt you, is to fight back. So you can have a bit of reprieve. You can use your angles and your lateral movement to outbox the harder puncher, which in this case is Inoue. We don't know until the fight happens if Inoue's power would move up another weight class, as it's been moving up on the other weight classes. So I believe Stephen Fulton pulls this off by a unanimous or even split decision.
All right. Okay, Nori, you have 5 minutes.
Well, obviously, we have to go with the favorite. Anyway, will make this happen because anyway, he has the timing, he has speed, punching power, and the body punching ability. And the thing with Stephen Fulton, he has lateral movement, but he likes to sit on the ropes. And when you do that with somebody with fast hands like Inoue, that's all he wants you to do. You brought up the Paul Butler fight. That's exactly what was the game plan. He made him stop throwing, and he would have to survive. And he was on the ropes trying to find a counter, and he never found one. I mean, and I don't know why you even call it surviving when he got stopped in the 11th. So he really didn't survive. He got caught, and he got him out of there. And I don't know how you can even talk about the power not carrying. He done brought the power up two different weight classes. It's a proven commodity at this point. Once he's carried it up both these weight classes. So I don't understand how you can even make an argument that he won't. This third weight class. It's proven at this point. Not to mention, when you move up and you challenge the unified champion, and you bringing him to your hometown, I mean, he obviously is very confident. He's very confident. He's going to put that high guard up. And he's going to start catching you're going to start catching Fulton with some shots that he has never seen before. He's going to start catching him with all types of things that he's not going to, because he hasn't fought a lot of killers like that. When he fought Figueroa, he was backing up, going to the ropes, and you say he didn't get hurt, but he was visibly hurt multiple times in that fight. And he's going to the ropes, and that's why the fight had a controversial, some would say controversial determining, and which is why the rematch was even in talks in the first place, because he didn't win it in a defining matter. He didn't win the fight convincingly. So when you're going to Japan and you think you're gonna get away on the cards and try to survive for all these rounds, it's not gonna happen. Inoue is gonna make you fight. He will set traps. He will get shots off. You're not gonna just go to the ropes and dance. He's going to catch you. And then we'll see if he can take the power. Because I've seen Fulton get hurt on multiple different fights. I've seen Adam Lopez catch him, had him hurt. I've seen Arnold Kaigi catch him on the ropes, three straight right hands and have him hurt. I've seen Angelo Leo catch him with a body shot and had him hurt. I've seen Isaac Avatar catch him with a body shot and had him hurt. It happens. He dogs these fights out because he has a skill set. But when you're dealing with somebody who has real power that is 88% is KO, real power that's moving up weight classes that he's carrying with him, you're not going to just survive. You're going to have to fight. And I think let's not act surprised, because Fulton does get into exchanges with these guys. He's not just dancing the whole time. He is exchanging with these guys. He's trying to get his respect. And when he does that, he will get caught and he will be KO'd. Time.
All right, all right. Okay. Puro, you got 2 minutes rebuttal. Last rebuttal.
All right. So first off, I'll rebuttal the first point he made about the body attack of Inoue, which is formidable. Um, I think it's really goes to like I believe that Figueroa never hurt him in the fight. I don't remember too well if Blue Nose hurt him or not. But the thing is about the body work is that we knew Figueroa is also a very very staunch has a very staunch and very potent body attack, as we witnessed when he KO'd Neri. I believe in the seventh or eighth round of their fight, where he hit him to body punch to the liver, and he went down. He hit Figueroa hit Fulton with numerous shots to that area, not as clean and as flush as he did to Neri, but I believe with enough power where I think we would have saw a visible um, um, a visible like a visible reaction, excuse me, from Fulton, which we did not see. I do remember Figueroa hurting him, but that was to when he was on the ropes and to a shot to the head. But he quickly stepped out of it, as I previously stated in the previous rounds that he has a very very strong jab. To your second point, with speed, I believe the speed is definitely evident, but I think it's evident for Fulton. Fulton is speed of foot and he's speed of hand. I think he has slight speed advantage in hand speed over Inoue in the hand speed, and I think it's night and day with the foot speed, as we witnessed against Danny Roman, where Danny Roman was pressing him, but he was using his foot speed, and he was able to turn Roman almost at will, and it kept him at the end of the jab and so forth.
Time.
We're
Time. All right.
I
Okay.
mean, you're talking about body shots, man. Like the body shot is the body work is very, very clean. I mean, he caught Nonito with a body shot and dropped him in their first fight. He's caught in many people with body shots. He caught Paul Butler with a body shot. The body shots are clean. When you go to the ropes a lot, like Stephen Fulton does, he will be open for that. That's just the same reason he was open for it with Figueroa. That's his best win on his resume, and he had to dog it out because those body shots was getting to him. He was going to the ropes. He was trying to hold. He was trying to get away. He was trying to stay on the jab. But the jab, when he was dodging the jab and slipping and countering with the body, he had to back up. He wasn't trying to stand up to that anymore. So you have to. I mean, you can't just ignore that. And when you talk about the speed and power, both of these guys are athletes. You're not talking about a flat-footed fighter. Anyway, he's not flat-footed. He has the I would say comparable foot speed to Fulton. His hands are comparable to Fulton. I mean, it's I mean you can dispute which one is faster, but neither of them have slow hands. Neither of them has slow feet. Both of these guys are coming in there as prime athletes in their prime athletes, great boxers. The only difference is one has power and one doesn't. One's getting them out of there. One is trying to coast and trying to use his lateral ability to get out of the way of shots. One is countering and setting up traps. The other is staying on the ropes and trying to rope a dope. One is moving up different divisions and taking out champions. The other is resting on their loyals and then trying to go to Japan to get a big payday. One has the boxing world put on notice, and they're waiting to see if this guy is the real deal. The other is going to Japan to build up his name and to get on that pound for pound list that people think he should be on. He's trying to get to where anyway it's already there. He's already gotten the championships.
Time.
There you go.
All right. All right. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. BLTB. How you see it?
This was very, very good round. This was a very, very good round. Very good. God damn it, Nori, John, why you do that last piece, bro? Nori, why you do that? Why did you talk about? Why did you speak in his favor? This was it. this was so close, and I was leaning towards you heavy, and then the very end of what you spoke on, you spoke to his favor. You're speaking to him going to Japan to try to get on the pound for pound list. That's speaking into Cool Boy's favor. That's not speaking against him. You're speaking into his favor. Like you should, if you to leave that, don't, brother. God damn it. Man, you had that round for me. You had that round until that part. Like it was so close. It was splitting hairs, and I was on your side. And then you started to give me reasons on why Cool Boy would win the fight. You started because he wants to be in the pound for pound, because you started giving me reasons against it. God damn it, man. For that reason, I had to give it to Puro, bro.
All right. Dub, right side. How did you see it?
Man, damn. It was a hell of a round. When I went back, I'm just looking at my notes, how I kind of jotted them down. I thought my brother Nori, he came a tad bit stronger in the beginning of the round. The rebuttals, I agree with what BF just said. I think stop giving the other fighters credit. Y'all got to stop that in these debates, bro, because that does go against you, in my opinion. But I do think that Jon Nori, I thought he had some of the better rebuttal points as well as the opening points. I thought Puro, respectful, man, you spent a tad bit too much time on certain fighters' Figueroa body work against Cool Boy, and so I gave the round to Jon Nori.
All right. Appreciate it. All right, knockout. How you see it, brother?
You on mute, knockout. You on mute.
Close round, difficult round to score. I agree with the judges. For me, it came down to, I hear what y'all saying about Nori, but that last 15 to 20 seconds when he did that, bro, like I don't think that takes away enough for me to edge it towards Puro. I thought it was some missed points by both, but I thought Nori hit the points of the body work, hit the points rebuttal Puro's point about Inoue's power. And how it's been carrying up all to this point, so it would probably carry up this way too, in the body work and the fact that the way that he broke it down to me, I could see his vision more than I could see Puro's, because Puro was he was bringing up Figueroa a little bit, he would bring up this fighter and that fighter instead of just sticking to stylistically why Cool Boy Steph beat the shit out of motherfucking Monster anyway. I thought Nori did a better job of that. And so for that reason, I gave the round to Nori as well. I would say, we got the same judges, right? We got right side and BFTB. I would tell everybody for the second round, and myself, they keep giving you guys gems, right? Whether or not you guys as debaters and you move to the second round, whether you want to listen to them, I've heard them both. I know me, my competitive ass. I've heard both of them say now a couple of times, stop giving the fighter that you're debating against credit. They telling you that they docking for that. They telling you that they listening for that and that they looking for that. And people for whatever reason keep coming up here and doing this. So I would just say, if you're smart and you're sitting in the wings and you're watching the debates, waiting on your debating stuff, start listening to the feedback that the judges are giving, because they're telling you how to get their vote. And I mean, that's important because they're gonna be judging moving forward as well. So I would just, I would listen to the feedback that they give you so you can better prepare yourself for the next rounds moving forward. But let me go to Puro. Puro, go ahead, man. Great job. I thought you did wonderful, man. Thank you for participating. If you got a channel, if you got a social media, if you got anything, man, that you want to drop, now's the time to do it. But go ahead and give your last word so I can give Jay Nori his instructions for the next round, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Knockout. Good debate, Jon Nori. Really good debate. I enjoyed it. I was just thinking right now that I should have gave the point that Inoue's never faced an American pure boxer before, so that could throw him off too.
Yes, bro. Yes,
I was waiting
bro.
for that. I was like, oh God,
Bro,
he ain't say that shit.
And,
You would have
that's
won the
what,
round, bro.
yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, shit.
That one thing would have won you the round, bro.
And it's so crazy, Puro. You know, I talk to you all the time, bro. And I'm like, man, I done heard you make these points multiple times, and you ain't making none of them, bro.
That's the wife was taking forever, bro. I was like, shit, fucking, you called me and shit. Like, you got 3 minutes. I'm like, fuck, bro, but it's all good. I ain't even tripping, man. It was a
bro,
good
you did
debate.
a wonderful job, and you know we're gonna be doing this annually. So next year, come on back and try to get you some bread, bro. But I appreciate you, Puro. Thank you for participating, man.
For
Real
sure.
talk.
Take it easy,
All
fellas.
right, man. Take it easy. Jon Nori, bro, real quick. You're moving on to the next round. If you want to stick around and watch in the chat, you going up against the winner of this debate. And I got Goon in the back. Toney, we ready for you, Toney reviews. We ready for you, bro. But next round, Jon Nori. As I've been telling everybody, I'm going live on Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time to do a coin toss. And I can't wait to hear y'all try to debate this shit. We got Jared Hurd versus Jason Rosario for you. That's
gonna be a hell of a debate.
That's gonna be your debate. So good luck with that. And also, if you don't show up for the coin toss, the other person get to pick who they want to argue for. So make sure you show up Friday night, 7:30. I'll only be live for 15 minutes doing coin tosses, and then I'm getting on out the way, bro. But I appreciate you, man. We'll see you next time. And I see that you just put in the chat your phone died, so I'm gonna hop off, bro. Peace out. And then let me drop the link for the homie Toney real quick.
Congrats to Jon Nori, man. Congrats to him.
Yeah, he did a good job, man. He did a good job. All right, man. Here we go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there you go. Toney. Let me get Goon up here real quick. Goon, what's up with you, man?
What up, though?
Chilling, man. Go ahead and let us know what type of performance you about to put on, man, as we wrap this last debate of the night, man. Y'all smash my like button, man. Y'all smash my like button. But what you about to do up here, man? What we doing, man?
We about to do what goons do. Take over, my baby. That's all. I know you don't like that, my baby, but that's what I do.
You can't call a man
do
your
it.
baby. You can't.
I ain't no baby, bro.
Take over.
It's that y'all all the slang words in the world, and that's what your city came up.
Hey, listen though.
Hey.
I don't disrespect your city, my baby.
Now. I be saying, what's up, baby? I be saying that too now. What's up, baby? How you feel, baby? What's going on?
Yeah, come on now. We don't disrespect.
There's a difference between saying "What's up, baby." It's a difference between saying that.
Yeah, what's up, baby? What's up, my baby?
Exactly that.
My baby.
Hey, knock out. You say for show, I say for show. You feel what I'm saying? But let me get them push-ups, my baby.
Y'all say car.
Let me get them push-ups, my guy.
I'm going to do them on the video, bro. I got y'all, bro. I got y'all.
For sure.
I got y'all, man. Ain't nobody here that I lost a bet to can say that I didn't pay them.
I know. I ain't tripping, man.
Yeah, I got y'all.
What
up, Toney?
What's up, Goon?
What's going on?
Hey, man, chilling. Toney, what you about to do tonight, man, with this topic, man?
Well, you already know I'm going to the next round. What's a goon to a goblin?
I like it.
Already. All right. KQ, man, go ahead and flip the coin for these men. Let's get this shit going, man, so we can get up off this thing.
Bam.
What y'all got? What y'all got? You got heads. Goon got heads. All right.
Okay. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Who going first?
Man, let that loser go on and get that thing out the way, man.
All right, there go the question right there. I already had them ready for y'all. Go ahead and just so everybody know. All right, so the judges know. This debate, we got Leo Santa Cruz versus Jorge Linares. Goon is repping for Jorge Linares. Toney is repping for Leo Santa Cruz. I'm gonna read the first question for y'all. I'll let KQ do the last two. So they both are 4-division champions. All right. Whose run to become a 4-division champion was better? That's what I need to know. All right. Go ahead.
All right, Toney. You got 5 minutes, baby, to shoot your shot.
Man, this isn't even hard to discuss or explain. So let's first off start and state their records, because that's most important of all when you go on a run. Can you do it and stay undefeated, or do you get your ass whooped along the way? So we got to look at Leo Santa Cruz. First off, he's had 38 wins and only 2 losses. One of those losses was the Carl Frampton, which I'll bring up, and the other one, the Tank Davis. Linares has got 47 wins, but 8 losses. So we know what he does better than Leo at, losing. If you want to do it into percentage base, since they don't have the same win wins on their record, as many fights. Leo has only lost 5% of his fights to Linares losing 17% of his fights. 3 times the amount percentage-wise. Numbers matter. Now, if we want to look at what they actually did on their run, we got to look at who did they fight, who did they beat. I can say right now that Leo Santa Cruz has already got a future Hall of Famer on his record, and that's Abner Mares. We all know that more than likely he's going to hit the Hall of Fame, and he didn't beat him once. He whooped his ass twice, 2 times. Mares has only got 3 losses. 2 of those 3 losses came to Leo Santa Cruz, a future Hall of Famer. Now, let's go past that. Mares was a 3-division champion, whooped that ass. He also beat Kiko Martinez, who was a 2-division champion. He beat that ass. And Kiko Martinez, what did he just do? He beat Kid Galahad to win a title at 35 years old, and Leo beat him in his fucking prime. Goddamn. Then we brought up Carl Frampton himself, who at the time that Leo fought him was being discussed as a future Hall of Famer before he got into the ring with Leo Santa Cruz because of how good he was looking. Leo lost to him in the first fight, but it was so fucking controversial, like what we saw with Lomachenko and Devin, that they ran it back. When they ran it back, the real winner won in the rematch, and that was Leo Santa Cruz. So he avenged his first loss, which is something that Linares has never done. So then we move past Carl Frampton, who was a 2-division champion. We can go to another division champion, and Christian Majuarez. He beat him, who was a unified champion at that. Not a normal champion. He had 2 of the 4 major belts when Leo beat him. Then we move on. He beat another 1-division champion at super bantamweight, and Victor Terrazas. And then we move on to another 1-division champion at super flyweight, and Alexander Manos. And then we move on to the last 1-division champion that he beat, who was a WBA champion, and Eric Morel. Let me sum it up like this, and I'm going to wrap it up with a nice bow on top of it. Linares, he's won titles. But the difference in Leo and Linares is Linares has only won vacated titles. Leo, on the other hand, has beat a real champion to get a real belt that was not vacated. The only titles that Linares ever won were vacant titles, meaning he never beat a champion to get those belts. But God damn it, Leo Santa Cruz beat a champion to get his belt. I would say these two are not the same. They're not even close. They're not even comparable. And this is just on the run to 4 divisions. I'm not even going to get into all the other stuff. So I'm going to let my man go right there, get up here, try to say what he says, and I'm going to chop his head off. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, Goon. You got 5 minutes.
All right. we go start it off like this. You know, I'm going to break you down really strategically. I mean, you mentioned Carl Frampton. I remember a time when he came over to America or whatever, and they was thinking that this guy was going to be the next big thing or whatever. And he actually beat your guy. Yes, he beat Leo Santa Cruz, bro. So, you know, he came back and won a rematch, true enough. But then you said something about Tank, and Tank knocked his ass out. I think he's still asleep on the turnbuckle right now, bro. But when we get to talking about Linares, we're talking about a guy that's fought Lomachenko at the time, rated pound for pound at the time. I can't think of one time when your guy fought anyone with that resume of Lomachenko. So we just gonna like slide on past that, because right now you really body on that, because you're talking like Carl Frampton and Tank. I mean, the resumes, Carl Frampton and Tank. That is it. Well, let me just run down the line right now of the guys that Linares has fought. Maybe you don't know. I'll run it out for you real quick. Santa Cruz and Linares. Well, Linares fought Tank. He fought Lomachenko. I'm sorry. I misquoted on that. He didn't fight Tank. But he definitely fought Lomachenko. He fought Haney, who is right now the undisputed undisputed champion, meaning he has all the straps. I know the straps don't matter to y'all, but Tank and these guys, I'm sorry, Devin Haney has all the belts and he won no matter what anybody says. We're not the judges. So these guys have fought those opponents or whatnot or whatever, and like the resumes just don't match up. I'm sorry. You definitely have Tank. You definitely have Tank, and you have Frampton, but damn, Frampton lost to somebody that was like really bad. Like, so you really don't have an argument on that. So I'm gonna let you go to the next round, and let me just take all this shit that I got with all these damn big time wins that I got with you, those 2 wins, and we'll go to the next one, man. No problem. That's it.
So the problem with Goon is his fighter's been knocked out so much that it's fucked up his brain. He said
2 minutes, 2 minute rebuttal. Okay.
Was that a rebuttal, or did I just win that round? What just happened?
No, you got hold on, everybody, hold on. So that was your 5 minutes, Goon, and then now it's Tony's time to rebuttal. He has 2 minutes. Y'all let KQ get out your rebuttal and give you your time, and then y'all go once KQ goes. But go ahead, Toney. You got 2 minutes. And you got your rebuttal. Y'all go ahead.
So when I start talking, I just need to know wait because he interjected over me.
Right.
Yeah. Whenever you start talking, that's when your 2 minutes start. Go ahead.
As I was saying, Linares has been knocked out so much that it's affecting Goon's brain. He thought Linares fought Tank at first. Yes, he corrected himself. But he also left off the fact that I mentioned that he beat Mares, who was a future Hall of Famer. Now, you're going to bring up Lomachenko. What did Lomachenko do to Linares? Knocked his ass out. What is Linares known for? His greatest thing known for? The punch that almost put Devin Haney down. The punch that dropped Loma down, but then he got his ass knocked out. Your fighter is the fighter of almost. You talk about titles. Well, let me tell you this right now about titles. Your boy Linares loses in every metric. My guy, Leo Santa Cruz, had 11 title defenses. Your guy only had 9. My guys lost twice. Your guys lost 8. You bring up Devin Haney, he got embarrassed by him. My guy, Leo, got in there with a future Hall of Famer and beat him twice. Not embarrassed like your dude did. Whenever he got in there with a supposed Hall of Famer, Lomachenko, he got knocked out. But we also know Tank Davis is about to be a future Hall of Famer as well, because he's also a 3-division champion, just like Lomachenko. And yes, Leo did get knocked out by the best, but guess what? He didn't get knocked out 5 other fucking times by nobodies. Linares got knocked out by Juan Zimbabwe, Zimbroni. We don't even know what the fuck his name is. Antonio DeMarco, Sergio Thomas, Lomachenko, as I mentioned, Pablo Escobar Cano, and then Abladuev. This dude gets knocked out. My guy avenges his losses. You brought up what I brought up. Carl Fulton, it was controversial. People didn't believe he lost, so he ran it back like a real champion and whooped that ass and got his titles back. Your boy Linares has ducked every fighter that beat his ass. He's ran from them. He's never even avenged a loss in his entire fucking career, and that's a good run? No, the only thing he's good at running from is the ass whoopings that he's received. Oh, my bad. Ding. Time over.
Hey, you on mute, KQ. You muted, KQ.
All right, Goon, okay, sorry about that. Okay, Goon, you got 2 minutes rebuttal.
Well, that was very spirited, and some people may agree with you, but as the resumes, when I'm running down the line, again, bro, you have 2 people on your resume of merit, and then you lost and had to come back and came back. So, like, I'm going to definitely say you did avenge that. But when I'm looking at the resume, Luke Campbell, Pablo, the guy you just said, Haney, Zaire, like the names goes on and on, bro. So I'm trying to figure out. You had 2 good fights, maybe 3 good fights. But Linares is definitely a most dangerous fighter than you, knockout puncher and all that. And you're not. I'm sorry, bro. You don't have the resume. You don't got the credentials. And that's just the end of it, bro. That's just the end of the debate right there, bro. You lost. I'm sorry. I'm done.
All right, all right. Okay, that's the end of the first round. All right, Dub, right side. What you think about that first round?
Um, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very honest on my opinion here. I have no idea where y'all were going with the answers that y'all were giving in this round. The question is, whose run to be a 4 division champion was better? Some type of way we got all these other names. I want to ask, and I know I can't as a judge. I'm not going to do it, but I want to ask each of y'all who in each division, who did these dudes beat to win the championship? And y'all didn't address that. Neither
I
one of y'all.
literally said
Hold,
all
hold
the
up, hold
names.
up, hold up, hold up, brother. Hold up, brother. It's okay. It's okay. And so at the end of the day, I thought that my brother Toney, I thought Toney, going off the other criteria, I thought Toney he was he addressed some of the question better, but I didn't think either one of y'all fully addressed the question. And so I gave the round to Toney, but it is what it is.
All right. All right. All right. BFTB. What you have?
I'm gonna disagree with my brother Dub. I think Toney did that from start to finish. I think my brother Goon didn't. I think there was some meat on the bones that Toney could have went a little deeper. But in all honesty, I don't think he had to. I know that my brother Goon didn't really address it. I was waiting for it, but he didn't really address it. So I'm gonna give that one to Toney, man. To me, that one it was kind of easy.
All right.
Yeah,
Knock
yeah,
out.
yeah. I got you, OG. Yeah, it was a clear round to me as well. Tony addressed the question. He gave me the wins that Leo Santa Cruz had. Talked about the Abner Mares, who he beat for a title. Talked about Carl Frampton, who he beat for a title, and came back and avenged that loss. And then he kind of tore down Jorge Linares a little bit about how he won vacant belts. I didn't hear any retort to that from my brother Goon. Instead, so I thought Toney did a better job staying on topic. I thought his rebuttal was stronger, and I thought Goon spent too much time trying to tear down what Toney was saying instead of trying to tell me who Linares got his belts again. Hey, when he was the 126-pound champion, that's who he won it against. When he was the 130-pound champion, this who he won it against. When he became champion at 135 before fighting Lomachenko, this who he became champion against. He brought up Lomachenko, which was a loss for Linares, so that's not really gonna do nothing. He brought up I think he brought up Devin Haney, if I remember correctly, which was a loss for Linares. So it really didn't do anything to tear down Toney's argument. So I thought Toney had a stronger argument, and so I gave Toney the first round as well.
All right. All right. All right. Okay, we're going into the second round. All right. Okay. All right, Goon. You got 5 minutes. And the question is first loser, Haney and Linares, Santa Cruz and Tank. Who did better in their loss? 5 minutes, Goon.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that first part again?
Yes. Okay. Say first loser, Haney and Linares, Santa Cruz versus Tank. Who did better in their loss?
Oh man, I feel that Linares did better in his loss. I mean, he had Haney on Queer Street towards the end of the fight, and a lot of people thought that Haney was on point to getting stopped, possibly in that fight. So I really think that, to me, Linares had the better showing in the loss on that fight. That's all I got.
All right. Okay. Toney, you got 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah, before I begin, I just wanted to Dub, my bad. I didn't know my mic came off of hands free. I was kind of like speaking to myself out loud, and then I heard you respond to me. So my bad for that. Okay, no response. All right, so
No, you good, brother. No, you good. Go ahead, do your thing.
okay, going into round two. So who had the better loss? That is the question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. So I would definitely say that Leo Santa Cruz had the better loss because Leo Santa Cruz came up in weight to go swim with the shark. Leo Santa Cruz got in there with a guy who's knocked out every single fighter he fought, but I believe one guy at the time to this date too, with Cruz, him not beating. But to the date that Leo got in there with him, this guy was the monster of the division. This guy stops everybody. The threat of being annihilated was there. And Leo said, you know what? I've already fought Hall of Famers. I've already got in the ring with good fighters. So I'm going to up the ante. I'm going to dare to be great. I'm going to be the little man to fight the big man. Because, see, we don't remember the big man who beats the little man. We remember that David who fought Goliath. That's what we remember. We remember fights against all odds. And all the odds were against Leo Santa Cruz. And while he did get knocked out in that fight, and Devin did not knock out Linares, Leo surprised everybody by how good he was boxing, by how well he was landing shots on Tank. Tank has a very good defense. It's very underrated, but he looked like a cheese grater against Leo. Leo was finding every single fucking crack through his defense to land them shots. So while, yes, he did get knocked out, he made a better of account of himself against a devastating puncher. Linares getting in with Haney was never at any threat of being knocked out. We knew what was going to happen. Exactly what we thought was going to happen did happen. He got outboxed. Okay, you brought up, I'll save it for the rebuttal. We'll stop there, but by far the better loss is Leo Santa Cruz for daring to be great, going up in weight and fighting the monster of the division, which is right now the face of boxing.
All right. Okay. All right. Goon, you got 2 minute rebuttal.
So he say the face of boxing off of what? You know what I'm saying? The face of boxing off of what? And then you like, oh man, this shit is crazy, bro. I can't even believe this, bro. You're saying you go sit here and tell me a dude that just got knocked the fuck out, that's still asleep right now on the turnbuckle, had a better showing than Linares did against Haney. I'm like, I'm really confused on what y'all looking at when y'all look at boxing. Are you looking at boxing or you just skimming through it? Bro, he got knocked the fuck out. He's still asleep right now. Linares damn near won the fight against Haney. Linares had the better showing on the fight. There's nothing else to be said about that. And I'm done, bro. Stop it.
All right. Okay. Toney, you got 2 minutes. 2 minute rebuttal.
Man, you know, he almost slept with the baddest chick out there. He almost won the lotto. He almost didn't get his leg ran over. Now he can't do shit for the rest of his life. Almost doesn't motherfucking count. The fact of the matter is, your whole argument for Linares having a good fight against Devin Haney comes down to one moment at the very end of one round, and outside of that, he didn't do shit else but get outclassed, get embarrassed. I don't care what judges' scorecards say. We all know the truth. Devin got in there and embarrassed him so bad that Linares can't even accept the ass whooping that was put on to this day. To this day, he can't accept it. You say he almost beat Haney. I'm sorry. Remind me again when Haney got dropped. Remind me when Haney was stumbling around the ring and had no idea what to do. Because all I remember was one good shot, Haney held on to him, and Linares didn't do anything else but just get in the clinch. He didn't even know how to get out of the clinch. But I'm supposed to give him credit for that? On the flip side, you have the smaller man who's an ant going up against a giant, going up against a killer, going up against a mini Deontay Wilder. 1 second of one fight and it's over. And he gets in there and he does something that people didn't expect him to do. Because everybody expected Leo to get knocked out in round one, but he didn't. He beat the odds. He did better than what was expected. He hit Tank more times than Tank was used to being hit at the time that he got in there with him. He got through a defense that is actually pretty damn good and put hands on him, stayed active. Leo hit Tank round by round up until he lost more times than any previous fighter that fought Tank. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? A little man who moved up, not to mention that he already had moved up 4 divisions before he moved up again to fight Tank. We're talking about a guy who was
Time. All right. All right. That concludes our second round. All right. Okay. We got Dub right side. What you think about that?
I thought my brother Goon made some good points, but Toney he dominated that round in my opinion. He utilized his time well. And he spoke to so many different points compared to my brother Goon. Respectfully, I thought I gave that round to Toney easily.
Okay, all right. Gray Digger, how you see it?
I think my brother Goon. I gotta disagree with my brother Dub. He said that Goon made a bunch of points. My disagreement is that Goon made 1 point, and then Toney did everything else.
Hold on. My apology. I said that Toney made the point, not Goon. Respectfully,
I could have swore you said Goon made good points, but it is what it is.
my apologies.
It was 1 point, but that's fine. For me, there was so much meat on the bone. Like, this cow is still mooing. I would have loved to hear Goon go into the fact that Linares did not get knocked out by Devin. I would love to hear him go into the fact that there was so much that I would love to see him go into that he didn't go into. He was on the right path in the rebuttal, but he just took his foot off the gas instead of smashing it, and he could have smashed it heavy. And he left the door wide open, and Toney just went ham. Man, Toney just went ham, man. And it's a good thing that he ran out of time, because it would have got worse, man. So I said that's a Toney round for me.
All right. Knockout.
Man, I agree with the judges on the scoring of the round, and I'm listening, and I thought it was a great point about Leo Santa Cruz being asleep, but also talk to me about, like, Tank Davis was undisciplined at the time. It was an easier fight for Leo. It was, you know what I mean? Like, Tank Davis had to come down in weight. Like, you could have rebutted. My brother Goon could have rebutted Toney easy. You know what I mean? But he just left. He left the door wide open. Like, I would just say the time wasn't utilized well. I think I was timing him too. He only went a minute and a half, maybe 2 each round. And when you just leave that much space for somebody to come through and they're able to do it, just by way of making more points and delivering those points in a great fashion, man. You gotta get this round to Toney, man. I don't see. I thought the point about Leo Santa Cruz going to fuck to sleep, I thought that was a great point, but I needed more than that. Like, how like Leo just hitting Tank, Leo being able to be competitive, and then also Linares. Like, who would you rather be? Linares was walking around, able to go eat dinner, able to go do all this shit after the fight. Leo Santa Cruz had to go to the fucking hospital. Like, you know what I'm saying? Drive that shit home. Tell me the story. I didn't get enough. And so Toney gave me all of that shit and then some. So I got to get around to Toney too, man. Real shit.
All right. There you go. We're going into our last and final round of this evening, round number 3. And Toney review. You got 5 minutes. The question is, if they fought in their prime, who would have won and why?
Oh gosh, I'm so happy this question came up, because I had a feeling this question was going to come up. And without a doubt, we know for a fact, I'm saying it for a fact, even though it's hypothetical, it's concrete set in stone that Leo would have beat the shit out of Linares. First off and foremost, here's a little fact that people don't know, okay? I brought up Linares' losses, how he has 8 losses. Well, here's something about Leo Santa Cruz. He's 5'7.5", so we know he's in between 5'7" and 5'8". Here's something that people don't know about Linares. 4 out of those 8 losses came to guys the same size as Leo. 3 of them were 5'7", and Devin Haney's 5'8". So he's already showing flaws with 50% of his losses coming to a guy of the same stature as Leo Santa Cruz, who aren't even as accomplished as Leo, outside of Devin. I'll put Devin above Leo. But the other ones that beat him at the same stature size aren't even close to Leo. They're not as aggressive. They don't move as good. They don't let their hands go. Right now, currently, Leo's only had 1 fight last year in 2022 since losing to Tank, and he won. But currently, if you look at his overall ranking stats between all boxers, heavyweight, all the way down to your minimum weight, he's still ranked number 10 overall boxers when combined stats, whether it's landed punches, defense, etc. We could go on forever. My guy averages 84 punches a round. Linares, Nothing. He averages what, 20, 30 at best? So my guy damn near triples your output. Not to mention your output is what my guy normally lands per round. 29.4 punches a round is what Leo Santa Cruz, from the time he started to the time him being older now, still does. Still does. Linares is flat-footed. He can't get his fucking face off the line. That's why he's been knocked out 6 times, because he can't move his fucking head. What do we know about Leo? All he does is move. All he does is move, and he's pure aggression, pure buzzsaw. What's the worst thing in the world for you to come across a buzzsaw? Move in a straight line where it fucking cuts. And that's exactly what would happen to Linares. He would come straight down the pipe and get pieced apart, picked apart. He's already shown that he's very vulnerable to guys like Leo Santa Cruz. He got outboxed, outworked, out-angled by Lomachenko, who's shorter. He got outboxed, outworked, out-jabbed, out-countered by Devin Haney. So guys that have shadows and shades of what Leo does have already beat him, have already whooped his ass. So without a doubt, without a question, we know Leo's going to outwork him. He's going to outthrow him. He's got a better defense than him. He can move his head off the line. He doesn't get knocked out like you brought up knockouts. He doesn't get knocked out like Linares does. Yes, Tank Davis, the hardest puncher at the division, 135 and below, knocked him out. But Linares has been knocked out 6 fucking times by guys who don't even have the 10th of the power as a Tank Davis. I'm glad that you brought that up. So it took the cream of the crop, the very best, to put Leo down. But Linares gets put down by feather punchers, by guys who aren't known for knockouts, like Antonio DeMarco or Sergio Thompson. He's been knocked down by guys, I would argue, that even hit less than Leo. And let me add this last fact, because you brought this up. You stated that Linares gets knockouts. He's a knockout artist, blah, 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 knockout. You know what the difference in their percentage of knockouts is? 6 fucking percent. Leo knocks out 46% of the fighters he fights. Linares, 52. The difference in between the two is my boy don't get knocked out every other damn fight like your dude does. How many losses currently have he collected in a row? See, Leo has proven more than once. The only 2 times that he lost, when he loses, he can come back and win good, because he came back and beat the guy who beat him, which Linares never did. And then after Tank knocked him out, which you claimed he was sleeping, he must have had a good-ass dream, because when he woke up, he came back to box even better and whoop somebody's ass. So goddamn it, thank you, Tank, for knocking him out, because he learned in his dreams and got even better when he woke up. You go ahead, Goon, because you already cooked.
Thank you so much. All righty. Okay, Goon. You got 5 minutes to shoot your shot, baby.
Well, I'm glad you caught yourself when you fucked up, because he definitely got knocked the fuck out when you said he didn't get knocked out. So that's a point. Yeah, he got his ass knocked the fuck out. He still asleep, and we'll get back to it. And then you said some shit about some feather-fisted shit. He fought Abner Murray's. Motherfucker got mascara all in his eyes and shit. The feather-fisted motherfucker. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I don't know if I was supposed to say that or not.
No.
Abner Murray is probably the most feather-fisted fighter in the fucking world. And guess what? He didn't knock him out, bro. So, like, I hear what you're trying to say, but what you're trying to say ain't really shit, because, yes, we're going to talk about the numbers. 29 motherfucking knockouts is more than what the fuck you talking about. Yes, the level of competition is more than what you talking about. So, bro, like, I really don't even understand what the fuck you're trying to talk about. Tank knocked this nigga out. Haney didn't knock this guy out, bro, and you still talking about woulda, coulda, shouldas. Your guy is not that guy. My guy is just a little bit better than your guy. It's fine, because I really have the resume to look at it. Lomachenko, Campbell, Morales, Haney, Abdullah. Like, come on, bro. Stop playing with me. You got 2 fighters. 2. So, you know, it is what it is, bro. We'll let them pick. We'll let them pick right now, bro, because the resumes don't add up. And I'm about numbers and shit that makes sense. And your guy don't got no motherfucking power that's knocking motherfuckers out to sleep like he got his ass knocked the fuck out. And that's all I got, bro.
All right, all right. All right, Tony, you got 2-minute rebuttal.
Your guy doesn't have power to knock people out, even though there's only a 6% difference in their ratio of knockouts, which is virtually none. All you spoke on was that. Then you bring up Abner. I really believe you have no fucking idea or clue who Abner is. I really don't think you know who he is. I really don't think you understand that who you call Phillips was fucking undefeated, a 3-division champion before Leo got in there with him, who is going to be a Hall of Famer, who in fact did a Hall of Fame and inducted fighters into the Hall of Fame because they know he's a Hall of Fame fighter. The difference in Leo and Linares is Leo has beaten Hall of Famers, and Linares gets his ass whooped by Hall of Famers, whether they're current or future Hall of Famers, because Loma's a future Hall of Famer, got his ass whooped. Devin's a future Hall of Famer, got his ass whooped. Outside of that, who's his best win? Campbell? You're rating everything off of Campbell. And you didn't dispute one thing that I said. I'm going to stick with what I said. Stylistically, Leo whoops his ass. He's not good against the jab. He can't get off the line. Leo uses angles. He can't cut off the ring good. If a guy can move around him, he hits him in the side of his head every fucking time because he can't move his fucking head. He gets diced up by good boxers. And the one thing about not being a knockout artist like Tank or Wilder or Foreman or Shavers is this. When you don't have devastating one-punch power, you learn how to fucking box. And that's what Linares' weakness is against. He's trash against people who can box. And he's proven that time after time after time after time after time after time. God damn, my time watch battery's running out after time after. Oh, that's it. You kill my fucking clock because it keeps losing all these times. The fuck are we talking about? Your dude is garbage against people his own stature. I already told you that he's lost against 4 the same size as Leo. Everything about Leo tells us that he would beat Linares' ass. He would beat their ass like they was in prison.
Time. All right, all right. All right, Goon. 2-minute rebuttal.
Listen, bro, you keep saying the same thing over and over and over again, but it still don't matter. Like the price, the shit is still the same right now. Your guy got knocked the fuck out, and this guy didn't, and he has a better resume than your guy has. Like, why does this change right now? Because we're doing a debate right now. I guarantee if we was talking about other fighters, this shit wouldn't be this way, bro. But we're gonna stay on topic, and I'm gonna say that your guy is not the guy that you think that he is. And he's shown it throughout his career. Yeah, Abner Mares was undefeated. It was a lot of undefeated people. But guess what? He still can't fucking punch. He can't punch through a wet paper bag, bro. So, like, for me, your argument is there right there when you said that, you know, this guy was fighting these motherfuckers and this guy was fighting, my guy was fighting pillow-fisted fighters. Your guy fought the pillow-fisted fighter, if that is a word. And he didn't do shit, bro, but lose. So I'm sorry. He won the fight, but he ain't knocked dog out or none of that shit. He didn't look good doing it. He didn't even fucking knock him down. He didn't hurt him. He didn't do shit. So, like, your guy ain't shit. Time.
All right. All right. That concludes our third and final round. All right. Okay, Dub, right side. How do you see it?
I say this respectfully. It was a clean sweep. It wasn't close. I'll be honest. I say this respectfully, Goon. You gave the brother a point that he shouldn't even got. And so, I mean, hey, shout out to Toney. Toney did his thing.
What was the point, if you don't mind me asking?
When you conceded the point that Abner Mares, when you conceded the point that he was undefeated before he fought Leo Santa Cruz?
He was undefeated.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's go to BFTB.
I think this was Goon's best round. I think it was his best round. This is why I was expecting him to come out with more fire like this from the beginning. But it was his best round, but I still gave this one Toney off of the rebuttal. I think the rebuttal that Toney gave, it was too much. it was too much. I think Goon, you left a lot on there. You again, this was a way better round than your other one, way better. And but it was still, it just wasn't enough for Toney. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I gave this one to Toney, man. Good shit. Do your thing.
Yeah. For me, OG and KQ, man, like who wins the fight and why? I heard some of everything from Toney. I heard stylistic breakdown. I heard punches that people land and how they fight and stylistic. I heard, and then I also heard some competition thrown there from my homie Goon. I didn't hear anything stylistically, bro. I didn't hear anything about how Linares fights. You know, his strengths, what he can take advantage of with Leo. I didn't get any of that, bro. I thought it was a clear round for Toney as well. I thought it was a, I thought it was a one-sided round, bro. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, bro. I thought that round was pretty one-sided, man. So I gave it to Toney as well, man.
All right. And that concludes our debate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me do this, man. I gotta go to my brother Goon. Goon, let everybody know, man. Boxing debates with the Goon. What you got going on over there? When you gonna be live again, man? And again, appreciate you participating in the debate tournament, man. And you always welcome over here.
For sure. Always will come back and continue to come back. Boxing debate with the Goon. You come over on YouTube at TBibs100, and we talk that shit. We do a lot of jokes and we talk that shit, but we love that boxing. I appreciate everybody, all the comments, whether good or bad. Congratulations to the winner. You know what I'm saying? And shit, that's what it is, my baby.
All right, bro. We'll holler at you, man. Peace out. All right, Toney. Real quick, Toney, bro. Great win for you tonight. So just so you know, I've been telling everybody. I know you've been listening, but I want to make sure I tell it to everybody when I got them up here. So doing the coin flips Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. You'll be going up against Jon Nori. You guys are debating Jared Hurd and Jason Rosario. The coin flip goes down at 7:30. If you here and he's here, we'll do the coin flip. Whoever wins gets to decide what side of the argument they want to make. If one of you shows up and the other one doesn't, then the person that shows up will get to decide who argues what side of that debate. So be sure to show up on Friday, man, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Your actual debate, the bracket has been updated. So your debate is May 31st, which I believe is Wednesday night at 9:15 Central Standard Time, bro. But go ahead and get your last words, man. Let everybody know where you're at when you're dropping content and everything that you got going on over there on your channel, Toney.
Yeah, real fast, because I fell off. Did you who did you give the round to? I didn't hear what you said.
I thought it was a one-sided round, bro. I gave you the round.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I thought you caught about it tonight 3-0, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. Like I said, I'll hit the playback. You don't have to rehash it. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me on. Appreciate the debate. The Goon, good job. I'm not gonna lie, you had me stutter a little bit, which is hard to do. So good job to you. I'm not gonna say it was easy, even though it was 3-0. It was a good debate. You made me have to think on my feet, which is very good. So I give you all the credit in the world, and thanks for staying respectful. Outside of that, I'm Toney's Reviews. You can catch me at Toney's Reviews. That's Toney, like James Toney. And yeah, just appreciate letting me in the competition.
Already, bro. I'll see you on Friday, and good luck in round 2 next week, man. Take it easy, bro.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Great job, man. Great job.
Oh yeah,
to KO. Y'all know I whooped that boy. I'm gonna see you after I win.
Hey, I give it to you. I give it to you like this. That shit sound good, even if you don't win. You can get this shit, bro. You know how I give it up. So
I catch you next time, my dude.
Yeah, man. But great job tonight. I'll see you soon, man.
Hey, shout out to Toney, man. Great job.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, let me go to the OG. OG, man, go ahead and give your last words. Let them know when you're gonna be live tomorrow, when the content dropping, all that stuff, man. Let them know what's up, bro.
You know what? I don't understand, man. They be leaving so much time on the clock, man.
Yeah.
It was like 3 minutes.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. If I was in this tournament, motherfucker had to shut me up. 5 minutes ain't enough.
I'll just get up this
time knockout. Time. Like,
I'm gonna keep it stacked, bro. I did y'all a favor, not you. I'm gonna keep it. I did you a favor. You're welcome. I swear to God, bro. You're welcome.
Hey, I'm
Hey, I'm
KQ.
kind of low key glad you didn't, cause motherfucker, man. I got you voted for BF because that's his homeboy, man. You know?
we know it ain't biased because y'all done kicked my ass off the first round. So we
Facts,
know it
hey,
ain't biased.
facts, hey,
We
one,
know it
and
ain't
you the
biased.
homie for real. We
You the
talk for
homie.
real behind the
Hey,
scenes.
we know it ain't biased, bro. It is what
Hey,
it is.
hey, that's why I didn't enter that shit either. Cause I'm look, I ain't, man, listen, much respect to everybody that did their thing, but I'm over here judging this shit. I'm looking at all y'all like food. Like I'm looking at all, hey, I'm looking at all y'all like, hey, I can't wait to see who win this motherfucker because I'm gonna do it bad. But OG man, like we were saying, man, give your last words, let everybody know where you at, you know what you got going on, and when you're gonna be live again. Man.
I'll be live tomorrow, 11 o'clock a.m. We do have a fight tomorrow night, but I'm gonna call the fight Saturday night. All right. So the ESPN card and the zone card. All right. So
All right,
it.
man. Well,
Right.
have a good night, get some rest, OG, and we'll catch you
Yes,
later,
sir.
man. I appreciate you as
All
always,
right.
man. My
Everybody have
co-host,
a good night.
Much
yes,
love,
sir.
OG. Much love.
Y'all catch us Sunday night, Sunday mornings, man. We be breaking down like shit. We be doing our work. Y'all check us out Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Me and KQ be going in on the fights and shit, man. That happened the night before. So y'all be sure to check us out. We live every Sunday morning together at 9 a.m. We co-host the show together. But let me go to my bro BF, man. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, I don't know if you better at judging or debating, man. You know what I mean? You doing a great job. I appreciate you,
Appreciate
kid,
you,
man.
bro. Like,
Go ahead and
definitely.
give your last word. Let everybody know what's up, man.
Man.
When the graveyard gonna be open for business again.
Yeah, it's you know, they know the time, they know the place. Everybody in here know what it is, even the ones that's hiding, lurking behind the scenes, hating, they know what it is. You know, the morning grind will be out in a little bit. So it'll be up. So peep that. Listen, Brad. Man, today's debates for me was really, really good, bro. Like I'm sitting here putting people, I'm plugging and playing in my mind. Like, man, Toney and Boxiana.
Hey, I'm thinking, and I'm about to ask you because I just seen Nick J put it in the chat. Who got the performance of the night in your opinion? Toney
Jesus,
or Boxiana?
oh my God, wow.
Yeah,
It's close.
Listen,
It's
hold
close.
up, listen, bro. This is why I'm gonna say Boxiana. This is why. You know, I love my brother Goon. That's my brother, but I feel like he wasn't ready for Toney.
Yeah, he wasn't prepared.
I feel like that Toney like steamrolled him. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Boxiana, her and A1, they was ready for each other. They was ready.
Yeah,
Just
facts.
Boxiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just. It was like it was a better brawl out, right? A better bang out, and with the better bang out, she skunked him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. That's why I will leave the Boxiana for the debate of the night on that one.
I got you. Like Jordan beating the Supersonics versus LeBron beating the Warriors.
That type of shit like that. That type of shit. So I think
And also like I done debated Toney before and I done heard him cook before, so I wasn't surprised. Boxiana surprised me. You know, like I was surprised that she did a complete 180 and then
yeah.
So that's the other factor too. Yeah, bro, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean Boxiana man, me and Toney go way back. We motherfucking hated each other, bro. We go way back, years back. We debated each other, we went at it. But you know, we cool at this particular moment. But he nasty with it though, bro. Like he really nice, man. He really nice. Like for real nice. But I would love to see him in Boxiana go at it, or what's the other brother? I forgot the other brother, but I would love
the one from the very first night.
Yeah.
The boxologist.
Him. He nice. He's
well,
nice.
He got
Kwame.
He got Kwame in the second round, and Boxiana
That's
got Ricky Williams, and Toney Reviews got Jay Nori. So y'all know matchups gonna get better, man.
Oh
matchups,
man,
matchups about to start. We about to start getting to the nitty gritty, man. You know what I mean?
Man, that one right there, man. I can't wait for the next round because I'm telling you, bro, that brother, the first one you talked about, and then Boxiana and Toney, them is some hitters, bro. Them is some hitters, bro. I can't wait. But, man,
Hey, real quick. Has anybody heard from Frank D? Has anybody heard from him?
No, bro.
I say that respectfully. I say that. I don't know. I'm just asking if anybody heard from him.
Bro, I ain't heard. He said I can't hear for this money, and then that man ain't even spit a bar, bro. He ain't spit a bar. But BF, man, I appreciate you, bro.
For sure, man.
I'm gonna holler at you, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Looking forward to the
Indeed.
morning grind in the morning, dog, and keep
sure.
doing your thing. You know it's nothing
Peace,
but
King.
respect and love, man. Peace out, bro.
Indeed. You know, I know. Peace.
Yes, sir. All right, Kwame, what up, Kwame? Be here Friday. Kwame just been chilling like I'm the 1 seed. I got a bye week. Fuck all you round one motherfuckers. I won the wheel spin, and I'm in this bitch, and I'm ready for the second round. Well, you got a tough one in the second round, bro. So be sure to show up May 3rd on Friday. Kwame, I'm doing the coin toss, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. You will decide what side of the argument you want to argue if you win the coin toss. So be sure to show up Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, bro. And I was going to call you and tell you the same thing, but since you're right here, I'll tell you now. All right, right side, let me get us right. Let me get us right. Where that? There you go. All right, right side, go ahead and get your last words, man.
I received my response from the YouTube Boxing Commission. The YouTube debate, the Boxing Commission, excuse me.
Okay.
And I was denied. I was unable to overturn the results or get a mandatory status. So it is. You
Lomachenko around this bitch.
Hey, it is what it is. Damn it, I ain't gonna cry about it. I'm just gonna take my L like a man. So, hey, man, shout out to you, Knockout.
Hey, are you mad? Let me ask you something. Are you mad that the matchups matched up? Like, are you over here looking at some of these matchups like, man, this is bullshit?
I'm gonna plead the fifth to it. I'm pleading the fifth. I don't want to say anything out of character right now. I have.
Are you around this motherfucker? Like, man, I wish I caught me a motherfucker that didn't show up.
Man, listen. I told you I petitioned. So, I mean, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? But the better man won that night. The better debater won. So I'm gonna stand on that. And keep it real.
You ain't out here like Lomachenko screaming robbery in a 7-5 fight, are you?
No. That's why I told you I petitioned. Now it was denied, and so I'm gonna move on with my business. I'm not gonna. But man, a lot of these dudes, man, my goodness. Hey, respect. I say that respect.
All right, man. Y'all go check Right Side out. He gonna be live right after this, breaking down the debate and having his own live show. Probably talking Spence, Crawford, Haney, Tank, whatever. You know, y'all go check out my bro. Go ahead, bro.
Man, real quick, man. You know what it is. I would be remiss if I didn't show love to Miss Knockout. Shout out to Miss Knockout for allowing us to have your time. Shout out to you, my brother, because what I tell you every time I talk to you, you're doing the people's work, and I respect it. I appreciate it, and hey, man, you're doing a hell of a job over here. Appreciate everybody in the chat, all the debaters, all the judges. Shout out to the OG KQKC. You know, staying up with us late night. So much love to everybody. Y'all take it easy.
I be trying to tell him like KQ, I can moderate and judge if you know. He's like, no, I gotta be there for everyone. Like, I'm like, all right, bro, goddamn, okay.
We got you. We got you, OG.
He said he got to come up through for everyone. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Right Side, I appreciate you, bro. Go have a great show, and everybody go check out Right Side when I wrap the show, man. I appreciate you, dog. Look, man, appreciate everybody coming through. Shout out my wife, Miss KO, in the building, baby. I'm coming back there. We gonna have fun. Shout out Eric B. Shout out Nick J. Shout out Marquis. Shout out BFTB Boxing, Bonton, South D-Town, Loyal to the Game Boxing, Truth Speaks. Everybody that's in here every day, bro. I go live, and y'all just stay here the whole damn show. I appreciate y'all. Edgar Chavez, A1 Hoop Zone, everybody that come through and show up and show out. Rick Timms, Kevin Abinsets, Toney Reviews, great performance. Boxiana put on a performance. Todd Swindle. Congratulations to all the people moving on to the next round and all the people that participated. T Bills, my brother the Goon. Y'all go check him out. Cash Crypto, I be who I be. Timothy Stoudemire. Everybody, man, I appreciate y'all. We will be live. Remember, tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We're doing the coin toss to see who's gonna be arguing what for round 2. Next week we got round 2, and we got the quarterfinals all in 1 week. So Monday and Wednesday is the round 2, and then Thursday night is the quarterfinals to see who make it to the semifinals and get one step closer to that bread. Got a big week next week. Y'all be sure to tune in, man. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.